Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Semi-Perfect Podcast. Is
that what this is?
Yes.
You know, for a second, you had me think, like, did I introduce the wrong thing? Welcome in, everybody. It is the second to last day of 2020, and nobody is happier than everybody.
Oh my god.
Fact check it. Welcome in. We are going to... Actually, we have a couple topics I think we're going to be having fun with.
Yeah.
Pixar just released Soul in the last week. So we're going to be talking about that, as well as doing a full-blown deal here where we're going to be discussing which of 4 certain movies, and you'll see how this is going to work, it's basically the one's gotta go. So we'll see which one goes. And like I said, feelings are going to get hurt. Stuff's probably going to get broken.
If you thought the good dinosaur banter was intense last time,
this is going to be good.
No.
This is going to get heated. So yeah, we're going to be talking about that, as well as the usual fun Q&A, and food posts and all the other good stuff.
Yep.
To start things off, let's introduce our podcasters for today. We have Sarah.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, surprised you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I introduced you first.
Yeah.
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 Also known as Toodles. I'm ACRacebest. Along with us, we have PaleoSteno.
hello.
Hirosashii.
Hello.
Jack's Blade.
Hi.
Laura.
Hey, everybody. I was going to sing an Equestria Girls song, but it would take too long.
That was a good start.
Crowd.
And then in the background there, Saberspark is... yeah.
Can you all hear me all right?
Yep.
Is that where you're going to be the whole podcast? Where is he? Where'd he go?
He is sitting at his desk, and I'm sitting in front of the microphone. He's kind of behind the microphone.
I'll sit around. Lammy's sitting in my spot at the moment.
You can sit with Lamb.
Can you all hear me okay at the moment?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can hear you.
You're there, that's for sure.
Thanks.
But really,
Anyways.
we obviously we're gonna want to talk to Laura, because Laura, I've heard that you've been jolly and merry today.
I certainly have, Mr. Racebest.
Well, Laura, do you want to kick off? Do you want
Is this an
to?
interview?
This is an interview. In fact, I'm gonna jump into the last 2 weeks conversation, and then we'll get to the food posts. How have your last 2 weeks been, Laura?
Well, in the last week, I have moved back to my house, which is wonderful.
Woo!
Yeah, so we got all my stuff from where I was living for my job and moved it all back to my house, because I'm going to be working remotely for the foreseeable future. And
Nice.
I get to be in the same place as Saber, which is a big deal.
Yeah.
And I get to be in the same place as Lammy, which is a bigger deal.
Yeah,
Let's be
that's
real.
pretty. That's pretty big.
I get to live with my boyfriend Lammy. He's a good boy. Yeah.
We all saw
So
it.
yeah, in swapping out, I guess, tradition fashion, I am the one who has been drinking tonight instead of Saberspark.
Yeah. My muscles have been feeling sore. I just made this old man decision where I'm like, I should drink water and just take it easy tonight.
And I,
Good man.
let me drink a bunch of scotch and let's watch the Pee Pee Poo Poo Man.
There was a part where Lauren's like, wait, have you been drinking? And I go, no. And she's like, on her 4th cup of scotch, and she's like, what the hell, bro? Like,
I was there.
she's like, who are you? And I'm like, the responsible one tonight.
In a rare turn of
it's like
events.
Laura, she's goofing. And I said to her, I was like, is this what I'm like to you guys? Like, y'all are oh, Saberspark's so funny.
No,
I
Saber,
get-
you're much worse.
Oh, I know.
In all aspects.
So like when I'm like getting to be drunk, it's like almost like Steven's regular level, right?
Yes.
When Steven's sober, it's like me drunk.
Well, Saber.
Here, ask me.
Okay.
I'll be right back, guys.
Oh, like,
Ask you what?
Then
Don't ask my week yet. I'm gonna run to take my net real fast.
I'm gonna not ask him
Intrigued.
about his week. I'll ask Hirosashii. How have your last 2 weeks been?
I've been doing all right. I am fighting a boss currently.
Okay, good.
I'm almost done.
Good.
Doing my best to concentrate on both this podcast and fighting the Lord of the Underworld, but you know.
Are you playing Hades?
I am.
Yes.
Oh, Hades.
Ooh, you're live. I can watch you play.
Ah. Paleo, what's new in your world?
I've also been playing Hades. I just did my first escape today of Hades. It's a fun game.
Nice.
I'm gonna be playing it soon.
I was gonna say, yeah, this is like the thing, isn't
I
it?
got it for Christmas.
Oh, well, calm down. Jax, welcome back.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Yeah,
I just wanted to
yeah.
talk about Skull.
So what's new in the Jax Blade world?
I'm enjoying my last how many hours? 3 hours of being in my 20s.
Oh, is it
And
birthday boy time?
Yep.
Tomorrow is.
Happy
yeah, so that'll
birthday.
be fun. Thank you.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh, he's so.
I'm at
old.
stage 1 of decay, as they say. No, but I'm having a good time. Yeah, I've just been working, watching stuff on Netflix. I've rewatched a lot of stuff we'll be talking about later tonight.
Oh,
And yeah, that's just chilling and working, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, pretty much it.
awesome. Awesome. Well, Sarah,
Yes.
what have you been up to the last 2 weeks?
Well, I mean, just today we went to go look at some houses.
We did do
We're
that.
still on our house search.
Still, we just started.
Well, I mean, we've been on the virtual, just looking at pictures. Today we actually took a look at some properties.
For the first time.
Yeah.
We're looking at
stepping
properties.
inside of one.
Yeah. Which was great because the first one we went into, it was cleared out, nobody
Yeah.
was in there.
Yeah.
So
that
it's
was
all right.
nice.
Well, our realtor happened to drive through a rock on his way here, and I'm not talking a little itty bitty rock,
like a big rock.
yeah,
Like a biggie.
he screwed
Oh,
up the front
dang.
end of his car and apparently popped his tire. So,
Oh no.
Whoa.
yeah. So, anyways, he was like, "Well, don't worry. You guys can still check out the second property. The owners will be there."
Mhm.
And it's so weird walking through somebody's house while they're sitting in their living room, just literally looking
Oh,
at their house.
no.
Yeah, I'm like, this is kind of like that word that they use, awkward.
Awkward.
Yeah, I was like,
That word that they use.
Working around their house while they're still living in it.
like you have to understand
Right.
with me, the word
so
awkward
weird.
is one that I don't use often, and it's
Yeah.
probably because my sisters and mother, specifically one sister and mother, always would use this word in regards to me. Is that, oh my gosh, you make this awkward, blah blah blah, because I'm a goof. Whatever you see at conventions or on videos, that's me. So my family that didn't choose to be around me. They were stuck with me. Well, my mom kind of chose to, I guess. My parents had some part in me showing up, but
Yeah.
I always would hear that word, and I'm like, oh, shut up. I told my mom she has to get rid of that word in her vocabulary because literally everything she was defining as awkward, and I'm like, you need to get over it. You cannot live your life worrying about everything being awkward. So that's why I struggled with oh wow, that was actually kind of awkward. But yeah, I mean they were fine. It's just I mean. You're literally, it's like if someone walked into my apartment right now and they're like, hey, we're just looking at the layout. We're just looking at the rooms.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, this is weird.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's an interesting opportunity though because you get to see the house and what it looks like with furniture in it. Because
Yeah.
usually, you see houses where oh yeah, there's nothing here, so I can't imagine
Yeah.
what
Mhm.
the furniture would look like
Yeah.
if it was full of furniture.
No, yeah, and that is very true because the first place that we did look at, I was kind of sitting there going the living room looks oddly too big. What are we gonna do with this area?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, the living room in the first place, it had a spacious wall that you could have put a TV in the middle of, but they decided to put like all of the hookups and stuff for the TV right next to the front door. And we're
Yeah. I'm like, what the what kind of centering?
weird.
Yeah, I'm like, what is this? Like, how big is their freaking dining table that they needed all this space to the left? I don't know, but
yeah, it was weird.
yeah. So that's what we've been doing.
Yeah.
Was there anything else? I feel like I jumped right into your 2-week update.
Well, no, I mean, we do a lot of stuff together because
Do we?
you know we're married. And live in-
Congratulations!
I mean, I don't think anything of note.
So wait, was the first house that you all looked at, the people were physically there when you went to go look at it?
It was the second one.
In the second one, but
That's
yeah,
weird.
yeah,
It's weird.
yeah. They were.
Usually they're like, oh, someone's coming to come look at the house. We're gonna get out of here for a little
Yeah.
while so they can look. That's strange.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it changed because the realtor wasn't going to be there, so they maybe felt like, well,
We'll
if they
show
have,
you around the house.
because
Like-
like they didn't like escort us necessarily, but they were like, well, we're here to answer questions if you guys have any.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, that's cool.
Yeah.
But I'm also like, man, like here we are like discussing the kitchen. Like I feel like I'm literally like, because the first one that we looked at, Sarah was making these comments like, oh God, like look at the paint that these people used. And I'm like waiting for her to say the same thing about the second place. Be like, wow, these people have no freaking
No,
taste.
the second place was very nice, very simple.
Yeah. In fact, it's literally already a contender for us to be
Yeah.
like, oh, maybe.
Oh wow.
So yeah, like I have this. I'm gonna have to get over it. I know, but for as long as I've worked at my company, I have lived 5 minutes away from work,
Yeah.
and I'm like, now it's like, wow, you're gonna live 17 minutes away from work, and I'm like, oh
good
God,
lord.
that's a huge commute.
Yeah.
There are people that drive. You know what I mean? Like
There's people who drive hours to work, and Jeffrey's like, oh, I won't be able to like have a lot of time to go to my house at
I like
lunch."
coming home at lunch. I get stuff done. I'm like, oh, I'll just have to get used to bringing my laptop to work, which again wouldn't be such a big deal once like this, COVID craze crap is done. Once we're hopefully all well healthy and we're not talking about a pandemic and we're going to conventions again. I'm not gonna be worried
Right.
about disinfecting everything that was outside back into the apartment.
Yeah.
I probably overdo it, but yeah. So that's our big thing. Yeah, continuing with the video games and all that stuff. So yeah, is Saber back,
I'm back.
dude? What's new in your 2 weeks?
It's funny. I was walking up the staircase with Lammy after giving some water, and Laura's cat. It's funny getting used to living with a cat. There's so much fun to just watch, and walking up the staircase, and it's funny seeing her cat like stare at me and get like puffy and walk sideways at me.
Yeah.
I was like, what? Like, no, I'm like, what's about to happen here? Like, come on. But no, I'm doing really well. Good to have Laura back home.
Yeah.
It's good to hang out with her. Like today, I was like, for example, looking at a video thumbnail, I'm like, oh, I can just ask somebody in person. Laura. I don't have to ask Hero, but I did ask Paleo.
Yeah,
Ask both my wives. But but I, honest to God, though, it's nice having you around,
Thank you.
Paleo. And it's great. No, we're moving things in, which is it's chaotic, but that's just the way moves are supposed to be chaotic because you're getting things around. And we chipped off a lot today. You chipped off a lot today.
Thank you. Yeah.
Got some Goodwill runs, recycling and trash runs.
Lammy's licking the couch.
Lammy's looking at my couch upstairs up here.
Good.
And yeah, it's just I think it's really nice. I don't know why. For the last 3 years, I've always moved around this time of the year. Probably
Oh my
because
god, that's true, isn't
probably
it?
because you're long rentals, but you know, who can say? I was laughing because yesterday I was talking to you, Laura, about like, man, what if we need to move some more things? And it's like, Jax, Paleo, Hero, Tom, Matt, come on down. Let's have a big old
get together
and like slam the door and
Yeah,
lock
yeah,
it.
and Laura's like,
Literally, I was glad to help you move. I was like, yeah.
that's what you said too. Laura's like, Jax would like, we'd like, I'm ready.
It's so true.
Everyone else would
Let's
be like,
go.
no problem. But Jax would be like, yo, let me pick up everything.
See, Hero would
Yeah.
put on a bold face and be like, I'm gonna be helpful. Pale's be like, I'll watch Lamb.
I need to remind you that I have probably moved more furniture than everyone in here. Like, combined.
That is probably
Legitimately.
Can you imagine poor Tommy Oliver with his cane pushing a chair up the stair,
Oh, God.
wearing his pharaoh outfit.
I once again would like to remind you that I have moved 2 refrigerators this month.
Dude.
This
That's,
month, dude.
This month. This month.
It's a hobby.
Hell, it's not. I hate it. Actually.
Heroes moving companies is called Try Me. That's it. But yeah, I'm really happy. I'm really happy right now, and it feels like it's nice to be done with, like, to close things off where Laura was living and have her back, and it just feels so much better. I also get to hang out with Laura's chinchilla and Kitty all day, which is nice too.
Sweet.
Seeing Danny's shenanigans.
Yeah.
Cats are weird.
Nannies.
It's cats, like, they go from like 0 to 100 in like a second.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That is 100% true.
Right.
Like, you got Lammy just sitting like a noodle being anxious, and then Danny's like sleeping, and all of a sudden she's just gunning it down the hallway, like losing her shit, like flipping in the air, and it's like, what do you see that we don't? What's going on? I'm just Laura too. One last thing is how, like, there are moments where cats and dogs have to look at humans and see the weird shit that we're doing. Like, the humans are just talking to a computer or whistling the Barbie song. You know, it's like, what are we about?
Yeah.
It's weird. No, not you, Alexa. Computer.
The computer wants in on this.
That's how we become good.
Nice. Well, glad everyone's doing good. We'll talk a little bit more specifically about, like we said, we're going to be seeing what the Christmas hauls people got in here. But Sarah, why don't we take a look at food posts here?
We did get to Paleo's 2 weeks, right?
Paleo?
Yeah. I was just saying I was
Okay.
playing Hades.
That's right.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
did holiday stuff, but yeah.
Just wanted to make sure we didn't
Did we
leave
get
anybody out.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go over to food posts. Let me just pull that up here. Actually,
what
wait,
about
let's,
you?
I'm gonna go backwards in time in our chat.
Oh, because we had
some
super chats.
We had Sky Springer send in a super chat saying, "Can't upload any food posts. I've been staying inside," but I think they later posted that they put
Food?
They put food up, but
Nice.
it's just not the fancy. But that's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
We got Nashville Cats Dude live stream of 2020. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Literally, no one's gonna live stream
Ever
again in 2020. Tomorrow is a no live stream zone day
Yeah.
because it's Jax Blade's birthday. So
I saw a regular comment from.
That's true.
Sorry. Just under that, I saw a regular comment from Cheyenne saying, "I finally made it for one. I know this will probably get overlooked, but I'm sure. But thank you guys for bringing out my creative side with the Bronies React and showing it isn't something to be embarrassed about."
heck yeah, Cheyenne! Don't be embarrassed.
Rock your Rainbow Dash tank top.
Yeah, right.
Or Fluttershy tank top would be better. So there you go.
Speaking of Cheyenne, I think that's our first
FUD,
post.
more FUD
From
posts.
Cheyenne's audio tapes, having some turkey and pumpkin pie for tonight's stream. Hope y'all had a good Christmas. Sorry about the finger in the shot.
Forgiven.
That's fine.
Forgiven. Let's look at this. Oh yeah,
Oh,
turkey.
No.
Pumpkin pie.
Man. Oh man.
Those look good. Heck
That
yeah.
that's a fresh pie. Like.
Yeah.
Like.
Mm.
They were like, why stop after the 25th?
Yeah.
Like, let's just keep going. Never stop with
Yeah.
the pie.
Those look good.
Yummy.
Thanks for sharing.
Let's see. Anime Guy 01 says, I got large size Stauffer mac and cheese which eating with chopsticks because why not? Also, my new Charizard card pillow, Starlight plush, Philly D mask, and Kingdom Hearts Memory of Melody. So, a lot going on in this
that's a
picture.
neat pillow.
That is a busy laptop. That laptop is just
Got a lot of stuff sitting on it.
yeah. There's a lot going on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Nice.
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 Wait, is that Kingdom? Wait.
Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, nice.
Heck yeah.
I'm like on the Switch, a Kingdom Hearts game.
Yeah, it's the Melody of Memory. It's
Oh.
or Memory of Melody, the rhythm
There's
game.
already another game after Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah.
Oh shoot.
It never stops, Sarah.
Yeah.
Never
Oh yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3 is at the end. It's just the end of the Xehanort saga.
Yeah.
So, Sarah, I'm gonna have you text my mom because
Okay.
she was curious about something,
Okay.
and I'm gonna take over. Ha! Let's see. So Britt says it's not the most aesthetic food post, but I have chicken mixed with green beans and rice. I'm low on the serotonin, and this is an easy depression meal instead of ordering something.
That looks
Yo,
delicious.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Dude.
Green beans are banging.
Sarah's blocking the screen.
it up.
I can't see. I can't do anything. I can't. There we go. All right, I can see again. We got Nikki D says I'm on the grind tonight, but it's slow, so it's time to kick it with the semi-perfect podcast. Got barbecue Fritos for my SPP Foods post. Time to chill.
I thought that was pasta at first.
Oh yeah, yeah. Do you guys have do you guys like Fritos? Do you guys eat Fritos?
No, I don't.
It's not really my go-to.
Okay.
I mean, if it's there, I'll eat it. Like, it's not like I go,
Yeah.
oh my god,
Well,
Fritos.
'cause
It's just
they-
like, if it's there, I'll eat it.
Fritos is, I don't know if it's just because of what, like, they go for the flavor. You know, like they have like chili and cheese Fritos. They have honey barbecue Fritos.
Yeah.
Regular Fritos.
Mm.
But it's like, the flavor options seem to differ a lot from, like, the ones that, you know, I guess like potato chips and whatnot. So that's why I was curious. Like, I enjoy the chili cheese Fritos. My dad would buy those. Oh, and the hot Fritos. I don't know why I like that hot Fritos. But anyways, I'll move on. Nathaniel says, had a great... Oh, wait, did I like that post? No, I did. Nathaniel says, had a great dish of... Oh, here we go. Chicken and waffles, which I got from this neat place called Whiskey Cake. And as someone who's never really had that particular meal before, it was definitely a wonderful experience, especially with the syrup and gravy combo. Holy cow. That is
Did
legit.
you say that the place was called Whiskey Cake? Because I need to go there.
Yeah, that is literally what it's called. Yeah. Whiskey Cake. I've never heard of Whiskey Cake.
That sounds amazing.
Honestly, like, I'm looking at the plate here, and I'm like, okay, you have my attention. I think I've had chicken and waffles once. And it's just because I'm like...
Didn't you have it at a convention?
Maybe twice then. I don't know if I've had them at a convention. But they, that's an exciting... does anyone here particularly, like, is that a go-to item for anyone, or is it...
It's a very southern thing, but I've never actually had it or sought it out.
Yeah,
Chicken
okay.
and waffles is good.
Okay, so you've
I
never
like
actually
it.
had it, Laura.
I had it like once, and to me, it kind of like I can see why people liked it, but for me, I was just like, these are really good waffles, and this is really good chicken, and they just happen to be on top of each other. The flavors didn't like mesh together for me.
I think that's how I felt a little bit. I was like, okay, yeah, the food's good, but then I was like, but then you know,
why are they on top of each other?
Well, was it? Did you get the sweet waffles with it or the savory waffles with it?
The sweet ones.
Oh, okay, so that's probably why. Because I know, like, at the chicken
I
and
thought
waffle
it was
place,
just-
I
didn't know
no,
that
no.
was
There's
an
a.
option.
Yeah, there is, because there's this chicken and waffle place near my house. It's about like 15 minutes away, and they give you like the waffles, but the way they cook them is like very savory. So they like put like you can put like cheese and peppers and stuff like in it, and it like tastes delicious. And so when you mix it with the chicken, it just it's bomb. It's amazing.
I thought it was supposed to be like a sweet savory like dichotomy.
No, you can do
if will.
both. No, you can do both. Like you can choose either or. You can choose like, do you want it sweet or do you want it like savory? So I don't like mixing sweet and savory like some people. So yeah, that's why I always go with,
Blade, are you sweet
Yes.
or are you savory?
I'm bad for you. That's all I need to know.
You've got to be like eating a piece of like healthy, tasty food. I don't know.
Healthy,
where I'm going with
tasty.
this.
I'm like a sweet potato that fucks up your colon.
Whoa! I know where you're aiming for, mister. Let's go to Taylor's food post.
Taylor sends in this food post saying, "Evening, semi-perfect pod. Hope y'all had a wonderful Christmas. Enjoying some cheesy California pizza kitchen for the podcast tonight."
Oh,
Nice.
Indeed. Okay. Nora says,
Wonderful.
Merry belated Christmas and happy almost New Year, Semi-Perfect Podcast. Celebrating this last podcast of 2020 with my scrumptious pizza cupcakes. Yes. Wasn't that a thing that like became a thing this year? I remember us talking pizza cupcakes multiple times. One of my new masks. Love you. I miss you guys so much. I hope I get to hug all of you in 2021. Indeed, Nora, indeed. Oh, yeah.
Oh, those look good.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And then, image broke a little bit. But that's a nice mask. It's cute.
Nice.
All
So what
right.
could so like with a pizza cupcake, is the sauce inside, and like I'm guessing like the sauce and like other stuff is inside of it?
Or do you dip it?
Oh.
Yeah. Or is it like you put the sauce and then you put like the cheese on like icing, and then it's like makes a pizza? I don't know. Patent pending.
Yes. We're gonna figure this out.
Let's see. Fritz Roll sends in the super chat saying, "No snacks for tonight, just some water and watching AEW wrestling, Brody Lee tribute show. Rip Brody Lee. As for Christmas, got my favorite gift to a Tagovailoa
I don't know. I don't even know.
jersey. Go Dolphins."
Let's look at these pictures.
Yeah.
Water.
The wrestling.
Wrestling.
And then the
Nice.
Tagovailoa.
Nice. I like the person in the background. Just trying to enjoy the wrestling. Nice.
All right.
Very good.
Nice.
So, yes. All right. And now, Sarah, one more time for anyone that came in late. We are going to be talking Christmas hauls. Where would people send that?
So you would use the hashtag SPP Holiday 2020, and the holiday is spelled HAWLIDAY.
So
I'm just gonna go ahead and copy paste that into the chat for folks right now.
That's a good idea.
Did you just say the F word? Plural?
For the folks.
For the folks.
FOLKN.
Well, we'll be getting to this. Oh, what do we have here? We got a super chat. Norma Mermaid says, Jackson Saber, get a room. You know what's funny?
What did we do?
I think.
That was probably sent a while ago.
Well, yeah, you two get a room regardless. But
I mean, we already have. But what?
I'm wondering if it was when I asked if you were savory or sweet. But yeah, that's because Nora doesn't want you and I to get a room, Jax. We're gonna. Full
It
display.
would be messy.
Oh yeah.
It could just be pizza sauce everywhere.
So I'm gonna hold off on the Christmas haul since we just went through food posts.
Yeah.
But I do want to talk about since we're gonna be talking a lot about movies tonight. I want to start with a new one. And Sarah, I'm sure you have a spoiler screen up. So for those that haven't seen Pixar's newest movie called Soul, we're gonna be putting up a spoiler screen if you'd like to avoid any and all spoilers for it. And you can mute the stream, and then once the spoiler screen goes away, you'll be safe to come in. We will not be discussing spoilers from that point forward. So let's see what you got for us here today. Spoilers ahoy for Soul. So just a brief, explanation of this movie. To most people's surprise, this was actually not about the part of a shoe. Mm-hmm. You know, I was like, wow. Like, threw me off.
It's not. That soul isn't spelled that way.
Yeah.
It's about a boy.
Is it not? I don't
made
even
an
know.
awesome rap.
Oh shit! I'm stupid. Oh,
Dingus.
Dingus. Oh no. So, I guess I'll just open up the floor here for anyone to, let us know what your thoughts on Soul.
I'll go.
I love it.
Go, Laura. Go, Laura.
That's it. I love it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good movie. Yeah, Soul's a great movie. Yeah, I've rewatched it like 3 times. I'm probably gonna watch it tomorrow with my mom and dad because I really enjoy this movie. Like it's a movie that after when I finished watching it, I was just like, am I doing a lot of my life? Because it makes you just like not want to waste time. Like it's just like, oh, it could like end at any moment, so you don't want to waste time. Just go live your life, have a fun time. It's just like too bad there's a dang plague going outside and stuff like that. So it's just it's really good. Like, but what helped me think it's even better was I watched a certain other movie before it, but as me and Paleo have talked about, but we'll save that for another time. But yeah, it was a really great movie.
What movie? I'm just curious. What movie did you watch?
Wonder Woman.
Yeah. No, we'll save that for another time.
Yeah, exactly.
Laura, what did you think?
I loved it. It was wonderful. It made me feel feelings, and I had a good time and a bad time, and then a good time again.
So
Good time, bad time.
Am I? Yeah. I don't. Okay, so obviously there's positivity about this, and I don't mean to be the breaker of it. I thought it was the worst Pixar movie of the year.
Oh, I agree. Yeah.
Well, why do you hate black people, man? So what's wrong with you? So what's going on with you? What's wrong? Yeah. I don't care.
I also thought it was the best Pixar movie of the year. No. So this movie.
Wait, what about Onward?
Onward came out this year?
Oh yeah, this was definitely.
Onward came out this year.
Wait, are you serious?
Soul made people forget Onward existed.
No,
the pandemic made me forget that Onward existed. That was this year?
I still think.
I watched that movie 6 years ago. Oh my god!
Man, I still think Animal Crossing and Doom came out last month. Dude, that was like in March. Just like,
if there's one thing that this pandemic has had a weird effect on, I always feel like pre-pandemic, I would always be like, oh my gosh, that was that long ago. During pandemic, I'm like, oh my gosh, I've only aged like a year. Like, wow, life is taking its time. Wow.
Ooh.
No, okay. I forgot that Onward came out this year, so my joke actually sounded like a legitimate response.
That's what I was wondering. I was like, did you see Onward too?
I just forgot that. Jesus. Okay. Hi everybody. I'm ACRacebest, and this is still 2020. So, Sarah, what did you think of Soul?
I thought it was a good film. I enjoyed it. There are just a couple of things that like kind of disappointed me, where I feel like the ending of the movie was quite rushed. It just didn't feel like they gave it the conclusions of everything the proper amount of time. I feel like, and also it's weird because I feel like this is like I know that there are people who got emotional at the ending of this movie, but I personally didn't. I don't get emotional at a lot of films, but Pixar movies tend to really like
evoke.
You know you're gonna cry at a Pixar movie. Like that's the whole thing. But I feel like this is the one Pixar movie where they didn't go that extra mile to really make, like, really just, like, because I feel like they could have pushed the whole thing with 22 and showing their, like, coming into life or whatever, or just, like, a brief sort of, like, hey, here's what happened to 22 after, like, they went to Earth or whatever. I was surprised that they actually didn't do that.
Right.
I was surprised. So this is. What was that?
To be honest, I'm really glad they didn't do that. To be honest, because I feel like that would be kind of. God, what's the word? I can't think of it.
I think it'd be expected. I also think it's a bit of it. I like the finality of it. I like the finality of him. It's weird. I see where you're coming from, Sarah. I agree. There's something like when Bing Bong died in Inside Out,
or when Riley had her breakdown. I felt those moments. I'm like, yeah, that's heavy. Like I get it. Or when Joy finally cried.
I think Hiro can explain this because Pixar does a thing with music that they didn't do here that Hiro mentioned.
Yeah, Hiro, tell us about that.
Yeah.
I mean, I got it from a YouTube video. I didn't come up with this by myself by any means, but yeah, there's a thing that Pixar does. It's like they're kind of, it's just like kind of the thing they just do in like all their movies where they'll introduce a song. I'll use Up for example because Jax hates Up, and
I do. I definitely hate that movie.
Pixar will introduce you to like a happy, upbeat song, and what your brain unconsciously does is like store that song, and it can be
holy shit,
called back on you, but in a different kind of timbre, and it'll like your brain will be like, I remember that song, but I remember being happy when the song was playing. And now it's being played like in a slow, sad way instead. And now that evokes the feeling of sadness, basically. So like at the beginning of Up, it's like, but Up does it really fast, actually, like really fast. But then Ellie dies. It's like.
Yeah, she fell down a hill or something.
Yeah,
she fell down the hill.
I think another thing that kind of goes with that whole thing where like I felt like they didn't push so hard with like really tugging at the heartstrings is that they gave Joe that second chance.
That surprised me a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
I actually have a. Oh, go ahead, Ray. Sorry.
Well, okay. So real quick, to give a serious answer, I also I thought that the ending of the movie also wrapped itself up really quickly for all the buildup that we had. I actually said, I'm like, I'm not saying it would be the right call, but I feel like there could have been another 15 minutes to this movie, like to kind of embellish the end to kind of pad the ending a little bit, because for me it just felt like, holy shit, it's wrong, or not wrong, it's done. And part of that might be, and this I don't know if you guys have ever gone into a movie like this where you know how long the movie is, but when Sarah and I started watching it on Disney Plus, it said it was like 2 hours and 8 minutes or something. I'm like, okay. So I was really confused when it wrapped up at 1 hour and like 50, and I'm like, wait, it's over? And because I'm thinking, oh, there's a whole lot more to this, so that might be why this mindset's there. And the whole reason on Disney Plus it's that long is because they add in like 20 minutes of credits for like every single language that voiced over this movie. So it was like, oh, okay. So I was expecting more at the ending, and like I said, that was kind of in a weird, I guess, spot, weird reason, because I saw the time of what I expected the length of the movie to be. So, so that being said, though, I was surprised, as Sarah was starting to get into. I was surprised that that he ended up. I don't know, for something that seemed like, yeah, this is kind of how it works, and there was a really strange occurrence, for them to turn around and be like, you know what? You did good. Here you go. You got your life back. I was like, oh, I didn't expect that. And maybe that's part of why they did it, is that they're like, oh, no one will expect Pixar to be like, aha, you have your life back. But I don't know. I felt like, wow, that obviously is the happier of the endings, and I don't have an issue typically with happy endings. I felt like it was going to be more powerful. I don't know, more impactful on me maybe.
Yeah.
If it was something that they were like, wow, what an incredible, move or decision that you made here, which in theory wasn't really his decision to make in the first place. It's by happenstance that was in there. But I'm open to hear, differing or whatever thoughts. Jax, sound like you had something.
Because I've been just pretty much I talked to the guys about this. I've talked to various friends about this, because I've had a lot of discussions about the ending with a lot of people over the last couple of days. Because again, I think the ending, I thought he was like pretty much he's gone, like he accepted, like I have a good life, whatever, and like it was just gonna be like, sometimes life ends, so you gotta enjoy it while you can, and then you move on. And then I started thinking back, like, okay, well, they showed like his mom, they showed like his dad dying and stuff like that, so it's just like, okay, so a mother losing her child child in this would be like, that's just extra heavy. I'm like, Pixar, do you really want to go that dark with this? I was just thinking like, would they do that route? So I was like, the fact they were going that route, I was like, oh, okay. And then another thing that I was thinking about that a friend of mine mentioned when we were talking about it is just like, and this is like not in like a jokey way or like anything like that, but he was just like, would that be sort of like, okay, you have a chance to go back to, you know, live your life that you like unjustly have, like would it be like if he decided, you know what, I'm good, I'm just gonna keep going, well, like would that be like a euphemism for, you know, like you know, ending your own life or something like that?
I did think about that. I was thinking about the parallels of it kind of being like a, I guess you could almost say like a I guess like a suicide acceptance. Like,
Well,
that's
but
he died naturally.
died.
He didn't want to die.
Yeah.
And it's like it's a weird it's there, Jax, because I thought about this too, where I'm like, could it be interpreted that way if they went this direction with it, where he's like, no, I want to give this person a chance, you know.
Yeah. Because that's why I like asking a bunch of people, because I generally want to hear other people's opinions, because me and my friends had like a long, deep discussion about this, and I was like, wow, this is really fascinating. So I just want to hear like y'all opinions on that too, because like I can see what they were talking about, where it's just like I have a chance to go back and live a life fully, but I don't, you know, I don't see a point now. Okay, like I've got nothing else to live for, so I might as well just accept my death, stuff like that. Yeah. But like it's a very like, you know, topical thing. Like,
I mean, just in general, probably like if they wanted to go the route of just like him just, you know, accepting his death, which he was going towards the light and he was fine with it, and then they're like, hey, by the way, like, you know, they could have just been like, thanks for what you did for 22. See ya.
Right. Yeah, that's what I was thinking they were gonna do.
Yeah.
In a way, it is a little bit funny, where it's like, hey, cool, we had the opportunity to cheat death. Sweet, screw heaven for a little bit. So this is one of those. While I was watching the movie, I don't know if anyone else had this thought, but I was like, that'll be interesting if this is where they go, and it's not where they went. They kept referencing when 22, like the big moment for 22 involved that moment where the, I guess like the seed from the tree landed in 22's hand, and then like it became a big moment for God, what's his name?
Joe.
It is Joe. Yeah. I was gonna say Joe, and I'm like, oh wait, is it Joe? Joe also like was looking at the scene and like had that moment of like, oh my gosh, important moment. I was like, wait, are they gonna do this thing where, because they also kept referencing some girl that Joe apparently like hasn't had the bravery to go after. I'm like, is 22 gonna end up being Joe's child, like in some way? Which obviously that's not the case, and he would have had to work very quickly.
Right.
But I'm like, is that where they're going with this?
Yeah, I'm happy like they didn't do that thing, because like me and my friend got into a talk about like the endings of it. It's like, man, why didn't you just come up to an ending? And it's just like, they just established they won't remember anything when they turn alive and all that stuff. It's like, so it's just like, it wouldn't make sense. Some random kid comes up to him like, hey, remember me or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what the student was for, kind of. Like your teacher, you're helping out. I mean, I think there's a couple of ways this could have gone down. And, I mean, Joe getting a second chance is like, oh, you learned a lesson, now you can go back and live life. But I can also see the impact of his life being over, where he's like, oh, I did live my life. I got my closure. I see it now. I feel satisfied. Peace out. But, I don't know. Yeah, I'm with you, Sarah. There's a little bit of a oomph at the end that was missing, where like Inside Out had it, Up had it, Monsters Incorporated had it. We needed it. We needed the song at the end where Joe's like, "If I was still dead, my name would be Fred."
A song.
I live in purgatory, a room with a view.
No, I think the. I think that the movie does have that moment, but it's not at the end.
Yeah.
It's more towards like right before he sees 22 again in the Soul World.
Yeah.
The fish
and
man.
yeah, with the story about the fish. and
Yeah.
him just like staring out in the subway and like thinking about life.
I had to look that one up. The fish story. I'm like,
Yeah.
I turned to Sarah. I'm like, what does that mean? Like it took me. I was like,
She said it. She said like she was a person who's like, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, no,
So
she had that like really quick in her back pocket. Like, this is what I tell everybody.
fish.
Yeah.
Fish wants
I
to
definitely like screamed because Paleo and Jax and I were watching it all together, and she said that line, and Paleo and Jax had already seen it, but it was my first time watching it.
Yeah.
She said that line, and I like legitimately screamed. I was like, Jesus, you can't just drop that on me. Like, oh my God.
So let's talk about the barbershop scene.
Yeah, that was so organic. Like me and Hiro, like we were talking about that, like how organic it is. And then like we thought like freaking Pete just like went and sat in a barbershop and analyzed what they did. Like, yeah, there's that one barber you definitely don't go to because they'll F up your hair. Yeah, that'll F up your hairline. All this crap talking we do to each other in there. Like just if you come in with a messed up fro or anything like that, and like you go to your barber, like, oh man, they will actively be like, yo, fam, I got you, bro. You got this. All right, man, come here, fam. I'm gonna put you up real quick. Like they will do that. That is so legit. It was so so I heard the co-director
Kent Powers, one of the
Kent
the
Powers.
writers. He was like a main writer on the film.
Yeah, he made that scene like so organic and legit. I was just like, I applauded. That was just beautiful. That was so legit.
You know what part we actually didn't talk about in that scene? That is, I mean, like the whole scene is very, correct. That is the black barber experience, like to a T.
Yeah.
But just the part where Joe was just like, well, I guess it was actually 22 in Joe's body, just like talking about like, like her life in the before world, after world.
Yeah, before
the before world, if you will. But she was just like spitting truths or what they, what everyone was like, yo, this is deep. And everyone was just like around the chair, just listening. I was like, that. Yeah.
It's like one of the...
you went to a barber shop. You saw it.
Yeah. It's like one of the best moments
that has
of the
happened.
film. One of the best.
So good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna circle back to the original thing that we were talking about with like moments. But what I want to say, my favorite parts or part of this movie was like the cultural focus. Yeah. Like I loved the scene like when they were like watching the street performer or in in the like on stage playing jazz or just that. I loved that focus of this movie. Those were my favorite parts. Like I enjoyed. I got laughs with the whole like, oh, here's like the pre-world, here's the afterworld, here like those jokes and all that. I enjoyed. The animation was fun and all that, but the parts that I was like, oh, this is like beautiful was really the cultural focus.
Yeah, the real world.
It's probably one of the most natural like settings that Pixar has done because it's like it's based on real life with New York City.
Which is weird because like while watching this movie, although I did enjoy it, I was like, I don't think there's much here for kids other than that it's like animated. Like the lessons and the things to take away from it, I was like, that is not a kid thing. You have to experience life to get these lessons.
I have a question for you. Do y'all think Disney saw this and said, this is not going to be the next Cars, just throw it up on Plus? Put it up on Plus.
Well, no, they put it up on Plus because of the pandemic.
No, but hear me though, like this wasn't going to be the next big Toy Story or was it Bugs Life? Lol.
Was a bug.
Yeah, right.
Hey, Bugs Life had a cool PS1 game and action figures.
Dude, I'll give it. We gotta play that PS1 game. Yeah.
But honestly, though, like I think this one was smart for them to put on Plus because of the pandemic, of course, because you don't want to keep pushing up productions. But if you had to put one up there, it's like this has the strength of being a Pixar film, and folks will watch it. But like this isn't going to be, I don't know. If you really
for 5-year-olds.
Yeah, I don't see kids. I also wonder how much of this was Pete Docter going, I'm in charge of Pixar. I'll do what I want. This is my film. And they're like, what can you do? He's too strong.
Well, like, Because in my opinion, the whole thing, like with the whole kids thing, like that is so on point. Like this is definitely like the true definition of family film, because it's just like a kid could be watching this, like a freaking 3 or 4 year old, just like, oh, that's funny, they look so cute, and then like freaking 22 will be talking about stuff, and then the parent will be like, damn. Man, you little ass don't know about this. And it's just like, yeah, it's just like there's stuff like that. I feel like when like older kids, like I would say fourth grade and on, like I say, like that's around the age where you start like really appreciating, like Hey Arnold kids age is like looking at something and be like, I can appreciate and understand this even though I haven't been there yet. But like a little kid, like I feel like they would just be like, oh, this is pretty colors, this is amazing, this is all that, while all the older people can appreciate for what it is.
Did you all see that one Easter egg where it was like the different roads going to the great beyond? And they had different Pixar properties, like characters on there.
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah,
I didn't see that. I didn't see that.
Yeah, you got Mater from Cars, like on the
shut the
road.
So dignified with the grandfather
it's
club.
Definitely, it's gonna be one of those movies that like kids watch when they're young, maybe don't process everything about it, but then like it's definitely one of those movies where you watch it later in life, like as an adult or either like as an older kid,
I can see,
and you're just like, oh, I didn't realize.
I could see kids getting behind the whole 22 cute look of the you know the I guess the pre-souls.
Yeah.
I can also see them getting behind the whole body swap thing that happens. Like, oh, that's funny, haha. I don't quite grasp everything that's going on, but that's funny. I could see kids getting behind that, and we're talking like young kids, like Jackson, not like Hey Arnold appreciation kids, like they
6 or 7 or something.
So
it's kind of like movies you love as a kid because of something. Like, you know, I love Jurassic Park as a kid because dinosaurs, but I love it as an adult because it explores the arrogance of man.
Shut up, Paleo. It's still dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Shut up, Paleo. Acting like you're all deep in crap.
Compared to other movies, I don't feel like this is like super kid front loaded, if you will. Like there's little bits and pieces that kids can enjoy, but like I don't feel like I feel like this is it's not like kids can't get anything out of this. I just feel like adults would get so much more out of this, and almost like it was like partially targeted towards them.
Which is
because because exactly, like I agree that whole concept, like because again, kids, there are a lot of things that kids will like understand. You're like, wow, you understand that? Like they're smarter in some areas where it's like, wow, I didn't believe that you understand that. But there are some very clear things where there are certain things in this movie where it's just like, okay, yeah, you have to have gone through life and experienced certain things to really let this to hit you in a certain way. And like there's just like little like, you know, toddler kids and other kids, like they're not going to be getting that out of it. Like the one thing I will think is hilarious is the fact that like at the beginning of the movie it's just like, is this heaven? No. Is this HE double hockey? Is that hell? And it's just like, yeah, Pixar's like, yeah, we know this.
Like legitimately the again, I really do love that fish line, but like the fish line really comes to mind. It's like if you're 6 or 7, you just have not lived enough life to be like, oh damn, yeah, I've been here the whole time. I was happiness, but damn, I've been here the whole time. You have, there's not enough years for that to be like a thought that you can like take away from. Kids are by no way stupid, but you have the experience of something.
So like I said, I was gonna come back to this about like those really emotional hitting parts. I remember thinking about this just after the movie ended, where I'm like, you know, the parts. So I go back to movies like Up, where a lot of people always talk about the emotional part at the beginning, where for me, I actually find the most emotional part of that movie to be when he actually discovers what's at the end of the picture book.
The book.
Yeah, which is way later in the movie. Because she has that message.
I don't remember that at all.
So she has that message for him.
Jax, we need to rewatch Up with you.
Do we have to?
Do it, Jax. But
you just said on Twitter that you came around on Spider-Man 2, so we're gonna make you come around on Up.
And but yeah, so it's
I hate this kid.
So it's not always where you expect the big hitting moment. But for me, after watching the movie all the way through, I'm like, you know, I really feel like the place where they could have gotten me emotionally, and I enjoy when movies can get me emotionally. Like I'm like, oh yeah, you did it, you know. And it's okay that this one maybe necessarily didn't hit that stroke for me. I know for some people they did. But I was thinking it was the scenes where Joe was not in his own body, but was starting to see or learn about the impacts and the importance his life has had on other people. Like when the scene with his mom, and the scene like kind of going around, like, because there was also that bit with like the barber at the end where, you know, the guy's like, well, you never ask, you know, we never, you know, you
only talk about jazz.
You only talk about jazz. Like, but there, I felt like in that area of the film was where they really could have, like, if things were tweaked a little bit for me, it would have been like, oh, bam, you're getting me here, where it's like somebody not realizing the importance their life has on others. Like maybe they are so focused on a certain goal, and then thinking if I don't reach this goal, then what was this all for? Like he even had the line where he was like, if I don't get this, then what was the point of basically my life? Yeah. And that's the thing is like that's where I felt like, oh, this could be such a hard-hitting moment here, where it's like, do you not realize how important your life is to those around you? Like, because I thought there was also going to be a little bit more focus on him as a teacher and his impact he's had on that. And like I said, where I feel like this movie could have fleshed out a little bit more, and if it wanted to hit emotionally, I feel like that's a direction it could have gone, because we get a hint of it. Like we know he's been a teacher long enough that one guy who's now in the jazz band was like, yo, dude, my teacher. You know, teachers themselves have a huge, like, you know, reach, because sometimes you're dealing with 10, 15, 20 students, sometimes a lot more than that. So that's where I thought, I'm like, if they wanted to, I feel like with a little bit more time, and I felt like they could have used it, because I didn't feel like this movie dragged or anything. I'm like, you know, they could have spent some of that time if they wanted to. It could have had that like real like gut punch where you're like, oh, got me. I'm not saying it needed to do that, but I'm just saying that I would have liked it if it did.
Right.
So,
I actually, back on the like topic of, you know, Pixar being, what are you doing? Pixar being like, you know, expected to make you cry and whatnot. I mean, I enjoy that part of Pixar movies too. It's like, oh, I can't wait to get emotional or whatever. But like, it's almost refreshing in a way that it doesn't need to have that for it to be like a good film. And sometimes it's nice to be like thrown off guard. It's like, oh, nothing made me like cry outright, but it made me think.
Yeah.
Existentially about my own life, which is just as welcome.
Well, sometimes too, you don't want to. This will sound weird, but like, let's say that you're gearing up for a movie where you're like, oh, we're gonna destroy people with this movie. You know, like they're like I think of, you know, well, maybe
Coco.
This is, well,
Coco's rude.
No, Coco didn't do anything to me. Yeah, I'm sorry to say, but like, can I say this real quick? So we watched Coco recently, me and Paleo and Hero, and there's like a big scene where you're supposed to cry at, but I was not crying. I was so stressed out about like, can you guys stop? We're in the situation that's anxious. We need to do this right now, and you're freaking singing a song. Come on, hurry up! And it's like I didn't get emotional at all. Like I was like so stressing out. That movie was stressing me out.
Yeah, no, a big part, and you know, it goes back to Hero's point about music. Like, dude, I feel like 10 out of 10 times a scene that's gonna make me cry is because it has the right music behind it. Like, every time. Yeah, every time. Cool. Well, any other thoughts on Soul before we move on to?
I will say that it's probably in my top 5 Pixar movies now, just because of like the themes behind the movie, with how the lesson of it is that you don't need purpose to live. Like everybody's searching for like, you know, their meaning of life or their purposes, and like at the end when they have the Jerry saying like, oh, you humans with your meanings of life and purposes, like whatever. It's like life's not about that.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, existential, but I've been a lot more existential.
Yeah.
Like, I like that Joe was never like paused by that he's in the great beyond. He's like, just give me back.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm not gonna stop and ask the big questions, which goes to show you how driven he really was. Where he's like,
Yeah.
like you're talking
about jazz performance.
I don't care. I'm gonna go back.
Yeah.
I will say, because he said, any more thoughts about? It's not about Soul in particular. This is like a little gripe I have with animated media with real people in it. This like thing where somebody is working a job and they like it's like a cubicle job and they always look miserable. I'm like, what am I doing with my life? I'm just like, man, it's not that fucking bad. Like, it's fine sometimes.
Okay, I'm with you, Hero, in that we are literally. I feel like, God, what was it? There was that short. I think it was a Pixar short.
Inner Workings.
Yeah, where I was like,
the Disney one.
Yeah,
It was the Disney one before Moana.
I feel like a lot of kids are gonna grow up to be like, I will do anything. I will be a garbage man before I'm gonna work in a freaking office and make a good amount of money. Dude, internet access, baby.
Every time I see that now, I just kind of like roll my eyes. I'm like, I know there are people who hate their like desk jobs.
9 to 5.
I was like, what about the people who like it?
Brainwashed.
Oh, so go off. Oh, go ahead.
You're not allowed to like it in a cartoon. It's not allowed. Stop it.
You know, one thing to go off of what Hero's saying about that, the one thing that annoys me about those type of things where they're like, I hate my life, I hate my job, blah, blah, blah. And then they finally get the revelation, yeah, you know what, this job sucks. And they just like start throwing computers and stuff like that. I'm like, you're going to be freaking arrested. Like, what the heck? If you really think you're going to enjoy your job anymore, you're going to get arrested and thrown out the business. What the heck's wrong with you?
Yeah, good luck getting a reference.
Seriously.
No, just really quickly, Britt was like, I feel like the office worker in Seoul. Like I said, I'm sure there are many people in the world like that, but there's like no representation for people who are just okay with their desk job. Like they don't exist.
Well, the difference between like that, because like with Inner Workings is the guy who's like, you know, upset that he has to like do the same thing every day. For the people in Seoul, those are people who are obsessed by their work. So like completely takes over their life rather than you know.
Remind me, why did he just go bonkers berserk and then throw shit everywhere? Because he was like, I have to get out of here.
Yeah, because I guess the hippies freed them.
Yeah, because basically what happened is the hippies got him in that like circle, and they're like, "Oh, it's time to free another lost soul." And then they like did their kumbaya shit, and then he like got free, and then he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna break computers," and got arrested. And then they did that.
Why break free unless you didn't like it? I feel like that's the underlying like idea there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Of like what like why break free of like are you saying? I'm sorry here, like. So you're saying?
Can we just call it what it was? It was a midlife crisis. The guy all of a sudden was like, "Holy crap, I'm 40 years old, and I need to go buy a boat."
Because it's not just like a job that can like overtake your life. They were explaining like it could be anything. Like the guy, the main like hippie guy, Moonwind or whatever. Like he was obsessed with Tetris.
Yeah.
That was funny. Yeah.
So was there a reference to Jesus in this movie? Because they're like, there's a part where they're like, wow, somebody went back to they got out right beyond. They went back. And it's like, it was Jesus. He resurrected.
What?
No?
Yeah.
Wasn't there a part where?
I guess so.
To be fair, there's again this when your topic. I'm just goofing, by the way. When that's a topic as big as this, again, it's challenging not to get too religious, not to get too existential, to be able to maintain a sense of levity with your audience and not let it get off the rails. One last thing before we go. I thought the side characters were kind of like Moon Dancer, whatever.
Is that a pony?
Oops.
Yeah.
I thought that was Skywalker.
Skywalker.
Luke the
Yeah.
Jedi.
Shut up.
Skywalker.
I don't know why, just the way I said that reminded me when Laura and Saber's video was like, I'm pretty sure that's Jason.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, geez, it's been like half an hour. We should probably get moving.
Yeah.
So Croods too. Wonderful. I'm better than
All right. Well,
I'm gonna drop the spoiler screen.
all right, we're pulling down the spoilers. Yeah, the people that are like, wow, they're just not gonna stop.
So
all right.
we did get it pointed out.
I mean, it
to
wasn't
us-
as good as The Good Dinosaur, but it was a good movie.
we did, sorry. We did get it pointed out to us that we did miss a food post. So we apologize, Skyspringer. He posted a food post, but let me just pull that up right here. Skyprinter shared with us, well, I haven't gotten to eat anything fancy because recently I lost a few of my family from the deadly cough baddie. I guess the food on the table is what I had recently. I'm very sorry. Their grandfather passed away from coronavirus. Sorry to hear.
Sorry to hear
Hearts
that,
go
man.
out to you,
Sorry, dude.
Skyprinter.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, it's been a rough year. I feel for everybody that's been affected by this virus and this pandemic, and as they start rolling out this vaccine, hopefully this is something that we can get out of. But obviously some people are going to have that permanent damage in regards to people that they've lost. So yeah, this goes out to everybody, including you, Sky Sprinter, anyone that's listening that has been affected in this way. Our hearts go out to you, and we are very sorry. So as we move through, okay, so we have. I think I'm gonna hold off the holiday haul to the end.
Okay.
Since we're on the topic of movies, this is a Twitter thread that the person that put this together just had time on their hands and was like, you know what, I'm just going to make 400 of these and compare a bunch of movies and just go, and ended up almost like breaking the foundation of society with some of these pair-ups. So what we're going to do is Sarah's going to pull this up on the screen, and we are going to be going through which one has gotta go. So as Sarah grabs these. Now, I know that these have been some of these have been gone over before. But now we're gonna put ourselves, it's gonna be documented, it will be on the internet, it will be forever. Your decisions will be held against you at all times from this moment forward. Yep. Are you guys all ready to be damned by the internet?
Yeah, the last foolish thing of my 20s. Let's do this.
All right. Actually, I think Jax will find another thing to do before that.
So right.
First up, we got Pixar movies. One Gotta Go, Monsters Inc., The Incredibles, Toy Story, and Finding Nemo. Which one's going?
So the OGs here.
Monsters Inc.
Monsters Inc. Because Incredibles is like Incredibles is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Sarah making a face over here.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Toy Story is iconic and nostalgic, and then Finding Nemo. I love sharks.
Yeah.
So
And just making sure do all the podcasters that need it have the link to this in case you guys want to have it up.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, cool.
I have to be the worst person ever. I love all these movies, but Toy Story actually is the one that I need to go.
Ooh, I like it.
I
girl.
like
That's
I
right.
like Toy Story, but these other movies are better. That's how I feel.
Oh,
You think Monsters Inc. is better than Toy Story?
I do. I would rather watch Monsters Inc. any day.
Monsters Inc. is a good movie.
Why? Why Incredibles?
Because it has the least impact on my life of these four.
Yeah.
Nice, Laura. I like it. Don't hold back, girl.
I don't know what you want to say. It has had the least impact on my life of the four of them. Like, in terms of longevity in my personal life, each one of these has had more of an impact than The Incredibles.
Okay, word.
I like
If
it.
I was a rich man.
I'm gonna. Sorry, I haven't heard your.
I'm struggling between Monsters Inc. or Finding Nemo. It might have.
Ooh.
It might be Monsters Inc. though. Yeah.
That you're sending home.
Yeah.
Finding
It
Nemo
better
was
be
on the
Monsters,
chopping
Inc.
block though.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Really?
I feel like I would rewatch Monsters Inc. before I rewatch Finding Nemo.
Does
Give me the child, son of a
is Toy Story saved here for a lot of people because it was the first? Like,
It's, right.
You know what?
I
To be
genuinely
honest,
want to know too. Yeah.
okay, all right. Here's my honest opinion. Like, if you were like, "Hey, do you want to watch Toy Story or do you want to watch Monsters Inc.?" I feel that I will openly admit that like I do think Toy Story gets a nostalgia buff bias. Like, if I think of them as just better movies.
Mhm.
I mean, honestly, personally, I guess for me, I just still like Toy Story better. But again, it is like
I like
it
Toy
does have that-
Story's characters better.
Yeah,
than
pretty
Monsters,
much.
Inc. Yeah, because like, and
Yeah.
also like I know what they're like even that because they even have more movies. So like I can go back to see like, oh yeah, this is what they were originally like.
Yeah,
I think
pretty
on
much-
that, I don't know if I can agree. I think I like Monsters Inc.'s characters more than Toy Story 2.
Okay, so like,
Michael
I mean-
Jackson, I love Sully, I love Randall. Like all three of those characters are great.
I don't think
Okay,
anybody's
so
ever
what-
said that to Randall before.
I love that dude. He's so fucking cool.
Oh no, because now Paleo brought up a valid point of like the characters, because I'm thinking of how many characters in Toy Story I like compared to Monsters.
Yeah,
Like,
Rex,
Sully,
Ham.
Yeah, Rex, Ham, Mr. Potato Head, like all those guys. Like those guys crack me up. Like freaking Bo Peep too. Like Woody himself, Buzz Lightyear, Sid's toys. Like the way they're just like I don't know. Like even though they don't have personality, I love them. Those little green alien things, like the claw. Like I love that. It's so many stuff. I love.
I'm gonna say, I think I'm gonna say Monsters Inc. here, and my reason for it is that where Toy Story, I feel like is still like I feel like Monsters Inc. and Toy Story are close enough for me. Like Finding Nemo here, I think is like the one where I'm like I just love the atmosphere and I don't know. There's something about that world where I'm like that one can't go. But between Toy Story and Monsters Inc., I think because I like the Monster University so much more than I shouldn't say so much more, but more than Monsters Inc. That's
Same.
where I'm like I still have Monsters University, so Monsters Inc. can go.
Yeah.
And that probably makes no sense in the like, oh, but how can you have Monsters University? But I'm like, so Monsters Inc. goes on my chopping block here. All right, did everyone answer?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm so glad like a lot of us like Monsters University so much, because I remember last time I brought that up to like another friend group, they were like, how dare you like Monsters University more than Monsters Inc.
I get that
Sorry,
too, and I'm like because
It's a good film,
Yeah.
all right? It's
I
fun.
like it more.
It's fun. I liked it.
Yeah.
Damn.
All right, Disney Channel shows. One's got to go. Wizards of Waverly Place, Hannah Montana, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, or That's So Raven.
Okay, so I watched 3 of these religiously because I have nieces watching when babysitting, and then I watched Wizardly. Let me see. No, I seen Wizards of Waverly Place. I think that one would go. Yeah, because Hannah Montana, like there were scenes in it where I was like, okay, this is kind of funny. Sweet Life of Zack and Cody is just like little white Keaton and Kel or little white Drake and Josh. Well, even though they're all real white, so it's just like and then That's So Raven. That's so Raven. It's a great show. I still
Little
watch
Keenan and Kel, would you call them Zach and Cody?
Yeah, little Drake and Josh. There you go.
I've only watched 2 of 4 of these. I only watched Sweet Life and That's So Raven. All I can say for certain is that That's So Raven must stay. It is a requirement.
Yeah, that's the only
That's
one
the
I've
very-
seen of these.
It's a future I can see.
I feel like I could say good things about all but Wizards of Waverly Place.
Yeah.
So Wizards of Waverly Place goes.
Yeah, I haven't seen
Was
that.
Hannah
That's the only
Montana-
one I haven't seen.
Was Hannah Montana like genuinely a solid show? I actually have no idea.
I don't
Okay,
know.
so I'll say this, in my honest opinion, it wasn't like, oh my god, what the hell is this? Like there was some episodes where I was like, that's funny. It was like more of those like, when you make that noise through your nose, where you're like, like that's what it was.
Right.
Like when you're watching.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, it was that.
Okay. So did everyone answer that one? Cool.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna move on to the next one. Theatrically released live-action musicals. Oh, I know my answer here. Go.
Mary Poppins, Into the Woods, Bedknobs and Broomsticks, or The Muppets.
Is that the new Mary Poppins or the old Mary Poppins?
That's old Mary Poppins.
Okay.
That's the old one.
Okay.
All right, Into the Woods gotta go.
Dude.
I agree. Yeah, I was gonna say that too.
Into the Woods. Get the fuck out of here.
No bearing.
Into the Woods.
The actual Into the Woods.
Into the Woods just looks like something that people would stan. It just like has that appearance. I don't know anything about it, but you know where I'm coming from,
Yeah.
right? Just
Yeah.
look at
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I actually left Into the Woods when I saw it in theaters, I think with my family on Christmas or something. I remember leaving the theaters going, what the fuck was that? Like,
Yeah.
I did not enjoy the story.
I have things to say about this because I love Into the Woods. I hate the movie Into the Woods because like the musical's great. It's a great time, and then it's also like super dark and like makes you think about stuff. So it's wonderful, but then the movie is just like, yeah, you know all that stuff you liked from the play? Well, we're gonna use maybe a third of it, and then we're just gonna have some people that you've heard of sing some songs, and that's gonna be the movie. So get it out. I'm done with it. Everything else.
Get out!
Like, one of these made me actively angry. The others.
Yeah, I was gonna say Mary Poppins, but I realized recently that Mary Poppins was British.
Oh God, is she? Wait, no, I changed my answer.
I can't answer this one. I don't know these options. I've seen 2 out of the 4.
Which ones haven't you seen?
I haven't seen the Muppets, but let me guess. They're crying that they're not popular.
Yes.
Yes.
Shut up, you've seen them.
Yeah, that's the Muppet movies. All right, how about this time we got Miss Piggy and Kermit crying that they're not popular in 2020. It's always the same.
Damn.
Yeah. I don't get it. I'll have to open an OnlyFans to be popular.
Oh.
Come on, you girl.
Dude, I
What are you
support
doing,
it.
Miss Piggy?
Good lord.
Making money.
Oh, hey, Gabe.
Doesn't it?
Hi, children.
Oh. Do we
Hi.
have Mr. Black Griffin here with us?
You've always had me.
Okay, real quick, just because we've only got a couple of them.
them.
I want to know Gabe's answers for these. So, Gabe, we've done 3 so far. We're doing the one's got to go from each of these 4 options. Okay. So
Okay.
So here's the first. By the way, your mic again is like
Yeah, it's
super
very loud.
duper
It is? Okay,
gain.
good. That's good. So how about if I put it here? Is that better?
Oh, not really.
I think it got 4% worse.
Wait, what?
It does not sound
It-
better.
It sounds. It
does
sounds.
not sound bad.
It's like you're clipping almost.
Yeah.
Even from here?
He's not
Yeah.
It's
like
like your
he's
game is
standing
like way
outside
up
of his
or
room right
something.
now.
Let me go to my I had to change my mic because my brother's using my preamp right now, so
Look, it's not
Let me
clipping,
go.
but it's like edging on it. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I need to
You're
find-
edging, Gabe. You're edging during the
I'm
podcast.
such an edge lord. Alright, where the poopy is my settings? Here it is.
Quiet.
Hello?
Okay.
man, your life is. I can't even like.
What? Okay, I'll be there in a second.
Sorry guys, I've gotta go.
Okay.
Microphone clipping? What's that? Let me yell.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry,
You're my friends. Come on.
No, you're an embarrassment. All right, hang on. I just wanna freaking find my. All right, I'll be right back. I have to eat dinner and then I have to go pick up Claire.
Okay.
So it's crazy.
All right. You go have fun. Thanks for
So
stopping
gonna,
by.
but first I'm gonna. Yeah, thanks for ruining your eardrums. No, go ahead and ask me the questions though while I try to figure this thing out.
Okay.
And then I'll
All right. So one has to go. And here's your 4
Yeah.
options: Pixar, Monsters Inc., The Incredibles, Toy Story, Finding Nemo.
Oh crap! Really? Well,
Yeah.
I'm not getting rid of The Incredibles because it's incredible.
My man.
I'm not getting rid of Monsters Inc. because Monsters Inc. is great. Toy Story, I know people love it, but it was never my favorite. And Finding Nemo, I feel like I kind of am obligated to keep it because of Finding Dory, but it's also not my favorite because I don't like Marlin. I don't like the main character.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's between Toy Story and Finding Nemo for me. Probably
gotta
Toy
go.
Story.
Toy Story. All right. Okay. Here's your next.
Sorry.
2000s Disney Channel shows: Wizards of Waverly Place, Hannah Montana, The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, or That's So Raven. I know you watched all
four.
of these. All four have to go.
All of them. Just get rid of the whole Disney Channel except for the cartoons.
Okay, deal. That's fine. Theatrically released live-action musicals.
It's true.
Gabe.
I really cannot speak on this because I haven't seen those shows, so it really is not my place to say anything.
Well, you're a singer, so maybe you can help us with this one. Theatrically released live-action musicals from Disney: Mary Poppins, Into the Woods, Bedknobs and Broomsticks, or The Muppets. Which one has to go?
Probably Into the Woods. I love the play too much, and the movie just didn't do it justice.
Good answer.
Thank you.
Good answer. All right. Well, did you need to get going at this point, Gabe?
Even though James Corden does follow me on Twitter. So there's my
Screw Into
humble
the
brag
Woods
that wasn't
anyways.
humble at all.
Norma makes a super chat saying no.
Yeah, Nora super chatted saying no when you said you had to go.
Oh, sorry, baby. I'm still trying to figure out this stupid Cupid.
He's been trying to turn off the Discord call this whole time, and he's like, crap, I can't get out of here.
I don't know how to do it. No, I for some reason cannot find my levels. Gift inventory, server boost, a hype squad, overlay, notification. Yeah, these are way more important than mic levels.
Man, I want to tell you how to do it, but it would bore the podcast to sleep. I'm so sorry.
I secretly want you to put everyone to sleep.
So we're gonna move on to the next set of 4.
Yeah.
This is random. It says random assortment of recent movies, which is funny because 3 of the 4 are Disney animated movies, and then they put a Pixar movie in here.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes. The options are Big Hero 6, Brave, Zootopia, Wreck-It Ralph. Which one has to go?
Brave gotta go.
Obviously, Zootopia.
Obviously, Zootopia.
Yeah.
We'll get that joke out of the way right quick.
I have great information about Zootopia that I can't tell you right now, so I'm gonna go. I gotta eat.
Oh well,
Bye.
then go.
Bye.
Yeah.
What-
How
Joey,
do you
we'll talk
leave
in
on
bed.
that note? What?
Because it would be funny. Hey, I might not even be telling the truth. I am a pathological liar after all. All right, I'll see you guys later.
Oh, Gabe's been reading
still
the
here.
internet again.
He's muted.
He's just muting.
Okay,
All right.
so we're done joking about Zootopia
Yeah.
because literally no one thinks that. Okay. Next.
Thank you.
Fuck Brave. Fuck that stupid
Yeah.
ass movie.
Yeah,
The
Brave
bitchy
gotta
main
go.
character nearly killed her mom several times. Oh, mom, you're eating poison berries? Well, that's bad. You shouldn't do that. That's just like fuck you, lady. Like, God damn, I hate that. I hate that.
Laura is the only person I've met who actually actively likes that movie.
I love Brave.
Yeah.
Wait, so
Yeah.
which one has to get gone then?
Oh, Zootopia.
Girl.
No, no.
No, that was a minute
You
ago.
take
We're
away that
done.
girl's alcohol, Saber. No more drinking for her.
Yeah. I think you've had enough.
She's an angry drunk. She makes bad decisions when she's
Man.
intoxicated.
This one makes me sad because I want to get rid of 2. Like, I want to get rid of Brave because that's the bottom for me, but like, I also want to just make it known that I don't like Big Hero 6.
Yeah.
I like both of them a lot.
Yeah. You know what's funny? Big Hero 6. Yeah, I thought it was kind of meh. It's kind of mid.
I was gonna
I
say.
love them.
I was gonna
So I'm
say
really
that.
bad at these because like I don't like one of them has to go sort of things. Because I'm like I like all these things and I want to get rid of one.
Yeah.
But I will say like I think Zootopia and Wreck-It Ralph are just both better than Big Hero 6 and Brave. Which I think is obvious, but like at the same time, like I love all of them and I don't want to get rid of any of them. So
You didn't see it, but I made a little thank you, like nod up to whoever's up there when you said that. I'm like, oh, thank you. I actually feel like Brave to me saves Big Hero 6 in this one because like,
yeah, exactly.
like yeah, because I feel like I don't know, like to me it feels like Frozen probably should have been instead of Brave here.
Hey.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying because we're talking like Disney animated movies almost, and then for some reason Pixar's
Right.
Brave is here.
Yeah.
So I feel like Frozen almost was gonna be the 4th one in here, but Brave ended up being it.
So if it were Frozen instead of Brave, then I would absolutely say Big Hero 6.
Yeah,
100%.
yeah. Where I feel
1000%.
like, because again, I'm not trying to knock on Big Hero 6, but I feel like it just wasn't that memorable for me. Like all I remember is that there's a marshmallow guy in it that pats your head, and it's because everyone uses that same GIF. That's right, I said GIF. I didn't say GIF this time.
Unfortunately, it stinks. I try not to hold this against the movie, but unfortunately, like the way my brain works, I almost can't help it. Which is that the trailer actually kind of ruined that movie.
Oh yeah, it
I don't
did.
watch trailers, so
I watched that one. I usually
Smart
don't, but I
Laura.
watched that one. I was like, oh, he's gonna die, and then he died, and it was like played off to be like this really sad moment. I was like, I knew that already. You spoiled it in the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I
for
thought he
Big
was gonna
Hero
be the
6?
bad guy in it.
came out like 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I thought the main, like, the big brother was gonna be like the bad guy in it. Like once they take the mask off, like, oh, it was you the entire time, bro. Yes, bro. It was me.
I felt like Brave, a large portion of Brave is the prettier movie to look at, but
Oh, it's gorgeous. Yeah.
but yeah, I think I don't
It's
know.
a great movie for 30
minutes.
For 30 minutes, it's a great movie, and then
Yeah.
it shits the bed.
I love
Because-
them.
yeah.
You all suck.
I'm pretty sure we mentioned that already, but like when we were watching it with Jax, we like both you and I were like, yeah, this movie's not great, and we were just watching it for the first 80 minutes. I was like, did I like this movie better than I remember? And then the bear happened. I was like, nope, I remember. Why I don't like this.
Yeah, it's the exact same thing with Brother Bear, because like the first like 15 minutes of that movie is gorgeous and
Yeah.
amazing, but then it turns to shit.
I
also
will
remember.
give you that about Brother Bear. That like I'll stand up for Brother Bear more than I will for Brave. Like
Oh, yeah, me
I at
too.
least enjoyed some of the stuff that happens after those 15 minutes with Brother Bear, but in a large way they do kind of have the same sins attached to them. I'm gonna send Brave on this.
You
one.
can call yourselves furries.
Look, Brave is
We don't.
but
That's on the background.
while it's gorgeous, it becomes
Hi,
Yogi
Matt.
Bear
Hey,
after
Matt.
like 30 minutes. Hello.
All right, Matt. So we're going through our one gotta go. Okay, I'm gonna.
This is the next one. No, what?
No,
don't
no,
ask him
no,
what-
no, 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 no. I want Sarah. You pressed the button. You did it.
you
You
messed it
did it.
We're never getting it through
None
any
of
of
them.
these. Right
I
now.
can't do it for this one.
All right.
Oh wait, which one?
So
Princess
princess movies. One's gotta go. It's Cinderella, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, Beauty and the Beast, or Sleeping Beauty.
Snow White.
Cinderella.
No, wait, actually, you know what? Well, I mean, because like, let me think. You know, I like the dwarves and Snow
think I'm
White.
gonna
I
say
like
Sleeping Beauty.
Sleeping Beauty, huh?
Yeah.
Beauty and the Beast is dang, and anyone who takes Beauty and the Beast, I
Anybody who says Beauty and the Beast is objectively wrong.
Objectively
You're
incorrect.
I am challenging you. Okay, let's
Are you
see.
talking from just the movie on its own, take out any cultural impact?
Okay.
Just a movie.
Okay, so
I'm gonna
I'm
say.
not saying Snow White because it's the first animated movie
Yeah,
of its
so like
kind, and
exactly.
I'm gonna
I
say
wouldn't
Snow
want to
White.
get rid of Snow White because it changed everything.
I'm gonna say Snow White.
However, if we're just talking about the movies as they are on their own in their like 90-minute runtime,
Yes.
I would say get rid of Snow White because it's not as good as the other
Dude,
ones.
Snow
I'm gonna
White.
say get rid of Sleeping Beauty.
Sleeping Beauty, like I can't remember anything but the main princess of Sleeping Beauty.
Sleeping
I mean-
Beauty has Maleficent though.
Yeah, Maleficent
No,
is great.
Sleeping Beauty exists because Maleficent's a good character.
Sleeping
like-
Beauty is a fucking masterpiece.
I like
Aside from
the
that,
fairies in Sleeping Beauty.
Name one other thing aside from Maleficent that happens in Sleeping Beauty.
The fairies. The
Aside-
fairies. I
aside
think
from Laura.
That is good about it.
I find the trio of fairies funny. I like.
They're
them.
fun.
I always pretended I was the blue one.
But you can tell me
The art direction.
Dude, Snow
The
White has
colors.
a annoying ass voice. I said it. There you go.
Yeah,
does.
she does have a bit of an annoying voice. I like
The thing is,
dwarf
like with
aspect.
Snow White, I'm keeping Snow White and getting rid of Cinderella because like with Cinderella it has like the mice and stuff, but Snow White has the dwarves, and I think I like the dwarves better than the mice.
Wow.
as far as
'cause
like
they
side
have those
characters
annoying
go.
voices.
You
So
know what?
you're getting Cinderella out of there apart from Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah.
You
Wow.
know what? I think because I initially said Sleeping Beauty because that's the movie actually like almost put me to sleep.
Yeah.
But
What?
like I can remember at least 2 scenes from Sleeping Beauty. I could not tell you one thing that happened in Cinderella. Not even a single.
She got her
thing.
slipper. She fell and tripped and busted her ass.
I'm sure she got a slipper because that's how that tale goes.
In that
but,
order.
like,
In that order.
I mean, bippity boppity boo. There you go.
Yeah,
What else do you
dude,
need
they
to
fucking
know?
had
That
freaking Dragon Ball Z
actually-
characters from this movie.
The orange. The
Oh,
orange or
Cinderella.
pumpkin. I called it an orange. Whatever. It's orange.
You dying here.
Laura's like, we're not friends anymore.
Yeah, you know what? Let's give her a Cinderella. Cinderella. I'm sorry, Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo. You're cool, but yeah, I like Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, you know what? I initially said Sleeping Beauty, but I think I will go ahead and say Snow White when we're not taking into like cultural impact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just glad no one's touching Beauty and the Beast because no one wants.
Yeah,
to
yeah.
No one wants to be
No one
that,
wants to smoke.
that person. They're
If
like,
anybody says that, they're banned.
we just mute them. Sorry. Not happening.
Which is silly.
Yeah, Gabe.
Okay. See, now this one has first movie
This one's easy.
installments in a live-action series.
All of them,
Oh.
besides Princess Bride.
Okay.
Oh no wait.
Here are your choices: Maleficent, The Princess Diaries, Pirates of the Caribbean, or Narnia.
Look,
Maleficent.
Maleficent, get your ass out of here.
Yeah.
Get your.
Maleficent
You are an
gotta go.
evil woman, not an anti-hero. Get
Is
out
there
of here.
anyone saying anything aside from Maleficent on this one?
No.
Hearing nothing? Okay.
Pirates 1 is fucking great. I would
Dude.
watch Pirates 1
Dude,
yesterday.
I would
love
literally.
that.
I will say that I enjoyed watching Maleficent, but I'm still saying Maleficent. Get out of here.
Yeah, yeah. My issue with Maleficent again is what I think Jax was saying it, where it's like sometimes I just
You're evil.
I don't know. Like it's okay to just have someone who's evil. Like, oh no, this let us justify this. Like I actually was like, oh god, like they're making me uncomfortable about not liking Maleficent. Like, don't do that.
I mean, it worked for Wicked,
Yes.
but it doesn't work for every villain.
No.
Yeah.
I loved her portrayal in Maleficent, but just as far as of these 4 movies, no,
I'm not
that's
gonna name
bottom
names,
list.
but did someone actually say Pirates of the Caribbean in our chat? Did that actually go across
Who
our...
said that? Who said that? Make your felt.
Get out.
I am sorry, but no. No, this is your one warning.
No, we ain't doing that here. We are not doing
Especially
that
not
here.
the first movie.
The first movie still holds up tremendously.
I must say, I am surprised but happy that no one either here or in the chat said Narnia. Thank you.
Gabe would have cried if someone did.
I also just want to say that, like, even if we're getting rid of the Maleficent live action, regular animated Maleficent can step on me whenever she wants.
Yes.
I'm surprised no one went after Princess Diaries, to be honest with you.
That was a good
movie.
movie.
Well, hear me out, but it's so here's why
so
though.
removed from
It's
everything
so
else.
different than the other 3.
Yeah.
Like it's like
Yeah, but
here's
that's
like
what
a
makes it
normie becoming a princess versus here's like some scary lady flying through the air, or pirates turning into skeletons,
magical
or Narnia.
animals.
It's like here's the Princess Diaries. I'm just like, oh, okay. I figured that one was gonna get a little more heat.
All right. Titular
Yeah.
character
Good movie.
classic Disney movies. One gotta go. Peter Pan, Dumbo, Alice in Wonderland, or Bambi.
Ooh, okay.
Bambi. Bambi.
Alice in Wonderland.
Peter Pan.
Oh, this is tough.
Oh wow, we're going all over the place on this one.
Yeah.
You know what? Fuck Dumbo.
Peter Pan can really get done, though. Like, for real.
Mr. Speed! Oh, that shit is hilarious. He's fucking crying. Fucking gay. He's just trying to eat his ass.
He's trying to eat his what?
His ass?
Yes, that's what he literally is trying to. There's a whole scene of that him actively trying
Not
to.
entirely wrong, yeah.
Yes, exactly. Ha.
Okay.
Yeah. What is Bambi? Oh, my mom died. Bang. I'm so sad. Yeah.
It's a beautiful story.
About a fucking deer.
Dude, okay, so here's my thing, right? Alice in Wonderland is like a movie where it's like, dude, this is basically like what, some kind of acid trip or something. As a kid watching that movie, I remember going, what the fuck's going on? Because when I started thinking back to the movie, I'm like, what happens to, like, in Alice in Wonderland? Because they have all the side, like, story things that take place where I'm like, what movie was it where there was a damn lizard that got launched out of a chimney. What movie was it where there was freaking clams getting eaten? Like oyster things.
They were baby clams.
I'm like, what the hell's going on? Yeah, they're baby oyster thing. Like Alice in Wonderland to me was so fucking weird that even as a kid, I'm like, dude, someone was on drugs when they made this shit.
Yep. And that shit has a line that just cracks me up, where she's just like walking through the forest and she meets the Cheshire Cat, and then he's like, "Oh well, you can go over there and meet the Mad Hatter," and then he's crazy. He's like, "I don't want to meet him." "Oh, you can meet the hare or something like that." And it's like, "Oh yeah, I'll go meet him," but he's mad too. She's like, "I don't want to meet mad people," and then she's just like freaking out like that.
Honestly,
What?
Wonderland, when I was watching with Paleo, because he was watching those movies with me, it's so close between Peter Pan and Alice in Wonderland for me. They both. Well, Peter Pan, I was like, oh, this shit racist? But like,
I mean, Dumbo has a fucking crew. I'm seeing a thing fly, but I ain't seeing an elephant fly now.
I can only hold that against it so much as a product of its time, right? But like Alice in Wonderland, like I was bored. I was like, just random shit happening. I was like, where's the cohesion? I don't.
This feels like there's no cohesive direction.
Right.
You know what? You made a valid point there, because I cannot remember the last time I rewatched Alice in Wonderland. What I have rewatched Bambi countless times because of that freaking Animaniacs episode with Slappy Squirrel and her nephew. Like,
Bambi's mom.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, you know what? Yeah, I switched mine to Alice in Wonderland.
I also want to say this. This is unrelated to the movies, but you want to talk about a ride that I do not understand why it's in the overrated scale, is the Alice in Wonderland ride at Disneyland. Like I get Peter Pan usually has a longer line, but that one's so different from the other dark rides, so I give it a pass. Yeah. Alice in Wonderland, outside of the fact that you come outside on a roof for a brief minute, I'm like, why does this always have a 30 to 40 minute line? I do not get it.
It's as fancy as Winnie the Pooh, but it's location, I think.
Alice in Wonderland ride? What is it?
It's just a dark ride.
It's a dark ride.
Next to Matterhorn.
A dark ride.
I mean, assuming they did.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait. These are people that live near theme parks. They use terminology that we're not used to.
A dark ride is a ride inside a building.
Yeah.
Ergo, it's dark.
There's like animatronics or whatever.
So it's not good then?
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying it's overrated.
It's good. It's just nothing majorly spectacular.
It's not warranted to have a 30+ minute line.
It's still better than Snow White the ride.
Yeah.
Oh, but what about the mirror effect in Snow White?
But it's a great effect, but the overall ride and the sudden end to it just absolute bullshit.
No, that's fine.
I do want to.
But Snow White has like a 5-minute line. Like, deal. I could do that.
I want to ask a genuine question about movies, and like, because some of these movies have, terribly racist things in them, but at the same time, this is gonna sound terrible, but like, how much should we hold that against the movie itself, because it was a product of its time, right?
Yeah.
Okay, man, I have so much to say.
I mean, are you trying to get me in trouble here? What is this?
No, I'm not trying to get. But like, I feel like that's a legit
It's a trap.
Like, nowadays, I can look at it and be like, "Oh, of course, if you put that in a movie nowadays, like, fuck you." Right?
Can I say my opinion on this? Because actually,
Dave, I'm so scared.
Yes.
Be careful.
Be careful.
Okay, come on, Black Griffin.
wow.
Well, I just said your name. I didn't say anything. See, that's y'all. That is y'all. Okay.
So, yes, a product of the time. If you do not learn your history, it has a tendency to repeat itself. If we are educated about what was going on during the time, we should be able to handle watching something like that, understanding where it came from, and recognizing how far we've come since then. If people can't handle what has happened in the past, then we're not going to learn from it. So absolutely, we don't fault it for being a product of the past, but we also recognize where they were wrong and how we have improved. Because if all we ever do is complain about how bad things still are and don't realize how far we've come and that there is hope that we will continue to improve, then we never improve, because all we do is freak out and complain and whine and scream and yell and fight each other. That's all I have to say.
I mean, it's a valid point. At the same time, during your talk, I just couldn't help but hear the reverb in the thing and think, hello, Alistair.
But yeah.
That's what he's going for.
I can't argue with that.
Yeah, no,
I agree with that too.
Yeah.
I'm with that.
Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd still want to cancel Gabe, but I'm with it. So.
Well, everyone does. So I even do. So bring it on, man.
Hey, if you cancel yourself, then everyone else cancels you. Does that bring you back into the popular culture again? 2 negatives make a positive, right?
Yeah, I think that's how it works. Yeah, at least that's what I'm counting on.
If that's all the case, then yeah, I have to go with Alice. Okay.
But yeah, I mean, if you never grow beyond where you are, where are you going?
Yeah, just again, pay attention to it.
Well, it goes back to when, and I think it was, correct me anybody, but I think it wasn't it like Tom and Jerry or Looney Tunes or something? They released, like they re-released a bunch of content, but they just said, hey, some of this stuff, product of its time.
Yeah.
It's
wrong, but
this is it in its original format.
Yeah.
And
I think people who are worried about things like that have very little faith that in humanity, and that people are going to be able to look at that and go, oh, whoa, that's kind of messed up. They'll just go, well, it happened in a movie, so I'm going to start doing it in real life.
Yeah.
It's the same argument where video games cause violence. You kill someone in a video game, well, killing isn't good, so we definitely shouldn't be having it in movies.
Yeah.
Right.
Take that, Bourne Ultimatum.
All right. So we still got more.
So getting back to Bambi and Alice in Wonderland.
Gabe, which one's got to go? Peter Pan, Alice in Wonderland, Dumbo, or Bambi?
Oh no! Come on!
Do it.
I mean, after what was said about the cohesion of the story, I'm going to say Alice in Wonderland. Up until then, I wasn't sure, but yeah, I can't tell you that story in linear fashion. Therefore,
well, Alice in Wonderland promotes drug use.
No, drug use promotes drug use.
Thank you.
Right.
It's between. What was the one? Peter Pan. I love Peter Pan. Dumbo, Bambi, Alice in Wonderland. It's between Bambi and Alice in Wonderland. Honestly, Dumbo's too moving, too meaningful.
All right, which one?
Yeah,
which one are you axing? Which one are you destroying?
Alice in Wonderland.
All
It'd
right.
have to be Alice. I mean, I love the Cheshire Cat, and that's about it. So yeah, Alice in Wonderland.
All right,
Great character. It's poor story.
We're gonna move on to the next one. Disney movies about cats and dogs. One's got to go. 101 Dalmatians, The Aristocats, Oliver and Company, Lady and the Tramp.
Well, I'm a dog person, so get rid of those cats. I love all of those movies. Let me make this perfectly clear. You know what? Because I actually thought on this the last time we talked about it, and so like let me think. 101 Dalmatians. I just generally love that movie. I think it's a really good movie. Aristocats. Hero, you right. That dude has a sexy ass voice for a cat. I'm gonna just be real. He does have a sexy ass voice for a cat. All right. Yeah, I'm talking about the main. Yeah, Baloo. Baby. Yeah, it's him. He's also Little John. Little John too.
Fix that microphone.
Yeah, I think Oliver and See, the thing is, Oliver and Company has that one song I really love. But then I think that was the only thing that really glued me to it. Why should I wear it?
Yeah, that's why.
What about Georgette? Georgette the poodle.
Yeah, she's great.
She's hot.
What about her?
Yeah.
Okay, I would have to ask Oliver and Company just because, and this is for other people, not for me, it's probably the least popular of the 3 that were mentioned. So even though I think it's a really good movie, the world would suffer the least.
No, this is your opinion.
We're not doing that on like
It's not
world
what
impact.
for the
We're doing,
world,
like,
it's for you.
Yeah, it's for you.
Yeah,
It's for you.
personal opinion.
Yeah. Screw the rule.
It's the same. I know my personal opinion's jacked.
Wait, what?
We know.
Well, Lady and the Tramp gave us Lady and the Tramp 2, which gave us. I'm not gonna. Never mind. So, anyways, yeah,
Don't go there. Just stick with the original. It was good. It was good.
I'm axing Lady and the Tramp because it's the most boring out of these 4.
Same. Yeah.
You're right.
Oliver and
Was it more boring than Aristocats? Was Aristocats good outside of the cat song?
I enjoyed the butler in Aristocats. I enjoyed the 2 dogs that chased after the butler.
Best scene ever.
And
What's
Thomas O'Malley's great.
what's the best scene ever?
The butler scene where he's sneaking out with the cats and they're playing that music and his hat pops out.
And remember that scene where like his mouth like dipped that thing in like the freaking creme fraiche or whatever it was? Like that just looked delicious, even though it was just a biscuit.
Yes, I wanted to eat that biscuit. Oh my gosh, there's nothing more delicious looking than cartoon food. Holy crap!
Yes.
Anime food.
Mud.
And yet you axed Lady and the Tramp, which has probably some of the best cartoon food.
I don't think so. I think the best cartoon food is honestly in The Land Before Time. I think it's
Yeah, the tree stars.
Oh, that's why
the
you
tree
spinach
stars.
all the time.
I think I'm sitting Oliver and Company to the axe.
It makes me sad too, right? Because I love all these movies.
I feel bad to say I haven't seen Oliver and Company enough to really know what it's about, and it's probably because
Well, I'll tell you what it's
not
about.
the
It's
best.
always Once Upon a Time in New York City.
All right then, let's get in the axe.
It's funny because Aristocats and Oliver and Company. If you asked me what's the plot in either of those movies, I couldn't tell you. I don't remember. I don't remember.
I mean, functionally, the Aristocats is 101 Dalmatians with felines and good jazz.
The Aristocats is about lost cats in England, and Oliver and Company is about a lost cat in New York.
I feel like tell me if I'm wrong. Lady and the Tramp is a movie about like if you have unprotected sex, you get STDs, and 101 Dalmatians is if you have unprotected sex, you have a lot of babies.
I'm not sure you got STDs out of there, but something about Siamese cats being bad.
Oh, Siamese, not STD. Never mind.
Yeah, that's
We are STDs,
if you please.
I don't know.
We are STDs
my
if
brain
you
is doing
don't
this stupid
please.
thing. I'm just looking at the like thumbnail for Lady and the Tramp. I'm just noticing how much bigger the words Lady and Tramp are than the rest of it. It's just like Lady and Tramp. It's like,
Lady Tramp.
Lady Tramp.
Lady and the Tramp.
so much larger.
I saw a great ad that was like, "Do you have a small or big problem with your hair called Dick Richardson?"
Gabe, you are
Got
so
your
loud.
attention.
I'm sorry. I'm getting ready to go to the airport, so I'm getting all my clothes on and walking in circles.
Oh, he's naked, everyone. All right, back to the Pixar movies. I think this is where feelings got a little hurt last time.
Here we go.
One's got to go. WALL-E, A Bug's Life, Ratatouille, or Up.
A Bug's Life.
Yeah.
Ratatouille.
No, you're wrong.
Really?
You already know we're gonna do this.
Oh, you sent.
Why are you gonna make me bully Up like this?
Bug. It's bugs. Get bugs out.
Yeah.
We're done. We'll keep going.
All right, get Up out of here. I'm good.
Ratatouille?
Yeah.
Ratatouille goes.
I mean, I liked Bug's Life. but
Hero,
yeah,
we
gotta
have to re-educate him.
Yeah, Jack, you're objectively wrong because Bugs Life is one, and we're moving
Dude,
on.
Bug's Life had good action figures and a good game that entertained me as a child.
Well,
But we're talking about the movie.
Yeah, that movie was transpired into action figures.
Look, the action figures in the game can stick around, but the movie gotta go.
Life. It's a good film.
Is that also why the
What about
fans?
the ride in Disney World?
Hey, Bug's Life made me cry. What did I do?
when?
I didn't make you cry because you left during the cry part. Look what.
Corey,
No,
Corey, did you say Wally?
Yes.
Wait, who
Mari.
did? Who said WALL-E?
Sorry.
No, Wally's the only one I'd keep.
She didn't even put the dash. She just put WALL-E.
Hang on. You're talking about animated food, and you're getting rid of Ratatouille. What is wrong with you?
I got rid of.
Sorry, but I cannot stand that rat. I love Patton Oswalt, but for whatever reason, he comes off as incredibly arrogant and obnoxious. And if I don't like the main character, I don't like the movie.
That's fair.
It's
You're
funny.
not wrong.
It's
Hey, that's me with Brave.
It's
Oh,
funny.
yeah,
It's funny that you
know.
yeah, because for me, it's Patton Oswalt's part of my problem with this one. Like for me, I don't know. He's one of those people who I'm like, my God, I can't separate him out from his free. I don't know. He just annoyed the hell out of me. I don't know.
I'm actually surprised anyone would.
Hey guys, I gotta go.
Bye.
We'll miss your microphone.
You can't run from the truth.
You watch me. Also, random aside, there is that Ratatouille musical thing is something from TikTok, and that's why none of us know because we're all old. Great.
Sorry, they
Oh,
can Ratatouille
no.
musical.
We're the parents now, right? Whatever
Yes.
happens at that.
Apparently, it's popular on TikTok. I found out later.
That whole thing. I love that story of when you guys went to that dodgeball arena and the kids were like, "Kids
We got
versus
tired."
parents." That's
You're like
rude.
kids versus parents.
Yeah, that's just.
Does anyone here or in the chat say Up aside from Jax? I'm just so curious. I'm gonna put
I
you
was
on
bored.
blast.
Why? I was bored. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I said up.
I really,
You said
I really
up?
wonder
you did
how
say
that
up, yeah.
movie.
I did say up.
Sarah's is up because she doesn't
Yes,
like.
Sarah.
What?
High fiving you.
I don't get.
There we
like,
go.
Wow.
To
I'm
me,
blown away.
I feel like
I mean, I would get rid of up if you got rid of the first 5 minutes.
you would get rid of up. I still no.
But I mean, like, of course, because then the story wouldn't be as impactful. Yeah.
That's
yeah,
like saying I'd
exactly.
get rid of any of these if they didn't have the first 5 minutes.
I mean, you could probably get rid of Ratatouille
Laura's still
without the
over
first
here.
with the first 5 minutes, but you know.
I feel like the biggest. Well, I could be wrong. In my opinion, I feel like the biggest sin against A Bug's Life is a lot of it has to do with its age.
Yeah.
It's just.
I just feel like up, like the most interesting parts of the movie are in the first like 10 minutes, and then everything else, I'm just kind of like, okay.
I'm more interested in the man and his wife.
Man, everybody
That's
says
why I
that,
missed
don't
it.
they, Hero?
Yeah.
But like, there's much better. Like, there's impactful moments later in the movie.
Yeah.
Was there? I mean, I don't know.
He's the
I'm not
lovable-
watching that
Yeah,
shit.
so like
But
everything, like the beginning and the end are good, and then everything in the middle is just like.
Well,
Yo, there's a fucking talking dog. Wow, amazing.
There's a talking
there's
dog.
a freaking talking bird. Wow, amazing.
He
Oh,
said squirrel.
burned down.
He says
The fucking journey of the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, talking dogs are pretty great, I guess. Talk,
Man.
yeah, that's cool. Tell me about it.
Dang, everything's up for the chopping block.
Saber, which one did you choose?
Bugs Life, fucking go away.
Yeah. Bug's Life. Screw it.
I'm surprised that everything's up for the chopping block. All 4 of them.
Interesting.
Sarah,
All right.
I'm glad you got common sense. There we
Man,
go. All right,
Kari
let's go
told
on
me
the next one.
Kari told me the reason she chose Wally was because of the roach.
The roach.
Oh, yeah,
What?
the sad roach.
Yeah, the roach in the movie.
His pet roach. Remember his pet roach that was with him?
No.
You're not gonna like my answer the next
Yeah,
one.
the roach wasn't even in the movie that much.
Maybe that's why she didn't like it.
I guess.
That's the first time I've heard someone say there wasn't enough roaches in this movie.
Oh no, she didn't like the roach.
Oh, there were too many roaches. Okay. Interesting.
There was one too many.
Okay. Okay.
There was only one.
She says I would
Yeah.
step on him. Man, there's a lot of stepping going on in this podcast. All right. Animated Disney Channel shows. One gotta go. Gravity Falls, Recess, Phineas and Ferb, Kim Possible.
Okay, so
Recess.
yeah,
Recess.
Recess. Honestly, like
Thank
Recess is a great show, but like Phineas and Ferb, like just does somebody because like Kim Possible, you must be at your goddamn mind here, Kim Possible. You ain't touching she go. All right, so like yeah, and Gravity Falls is Gravity Falls. So like yeah, but yeah.
Phineas and Ferb gives the best variation on a theme
Yeah.
series that I've
Yeah.
ever seen.
I love how your like rationale here is like Kim Possible's Kim Possible, Phineas and Ferb is Phineas and Ferb, and Gravity Falls is Gravity Falls. No.
Yeah, damn right. You're damn right, because they prove their points.
I
So
said
what
this.
you're
Gravity
saying
Falls,
is you'd rather go the rest of your
you're
life without Recess ever again.
Nah,
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm already an adult. I don't have.
yeah,
Recess
that
anymore.
happens. Dude, Recess. I said this when we were all together the first time. This was one I saw, and I'm like, dude, I feel like these are just the kids slightly grown up from a Magic School Bus. Like,
Probably.
that's
Right.
all I feel like I'm looking at. Except now they don't have a Magic School Bus. Now it's just here's what they do during recess. I didn't watch much Recess, so I don't actually know. But yeah.
Recess is a solid show. Like it's a solid show if you watch it.
It just
but
looks boring to me. So I never got into it as a kid. Sorry.
Yeah, it's very formulaic of what it is. Like the thing with like Kim Possible, you have a woman who's a strong woman who is just kicking ass in all these great ways. She has very memorable characters and like really like highly rewatchable episodes. And it's just like, okay, this is going on. And actually, when it came back, well, some people didn't like the final season. I thought it was still pretty damn good. Like most of the show was like pretty damn good in that regard. And then like, you know, Gravity Falls, like that show, I wasn't expecting it to be as great as it was, but it just progressively got better and better. And it was just like amazing in the long run, and so it was like highly rewatchable as well. Like to me, rewatchability is like a key thing in a lot of things. And then with Phineas and Ferb, there's just so much like smart dialogue and like so much witty character development and like certain characters, the way they act. And then like hell, like that movie we just watched recently, I watched with Paleo, that was like still really good. It was just they're just really lovable, really creative, and really fun to watch. So I think they just have all of them have a lot more going on for them than Recess does.
Yeah.
All right.
Recess is still good.
Yeah. So, okay, we'll move on to the next one. Halloween-themed movies, one gotta go. Hocus Pocus, Twitches, Halloween Town, or The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Twitches, easily.
Yeah, I've only seen one of these. I've only seen The Nightmare Before Christmas because I didn't really watch Disney Channel, so I never watched any of these.
You should at least.
I mean, you should watch Hocus Pocus. It's a campy cult classic.
Yep.
And Halloween Town is
Just campy.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah.
Was Twitches supposed to be a joke on bitches?
No, it's witches.
I think it's like twin witches.
Oh wow, I don't know how I got. I was watching people type Twitches, and I saw so many people. So Kari said buy Twitches, and I'm like, oh, it's like, oh, is that what they were going for?
No, they're twins.
Isn't that a streaming site? What are we talking about? What?
Ah, man, that was a moment.
Yeah.
For me. Yeah. All right. How many more do we have left?
Oh shit, man. I don't know. Let's just skip this one. Nobody.
Yeah, no one cared about that one.
All right,
live action remakes.
Oh yeah, that one. I haven't seen any of those movies.
Yeah, live action remakes. One gotta go. Dumbo, Pete's Dragon, The Jungle Book, Alice in Wonderland.
Get rid of all of them and I'll be happy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, don't you really like Pete's Dragon?
I like the original one.
Yeah. I was unoffended by Alice in Wonderland until about the last 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, I fucking hate Alice in Wonderland. That piece of shit. What the fuck is he breakdancing for out of nowhere?
Alice in Wonderland for the biggest reason being that it started this stupid trend of the live action remakes.
You can't hold it against that. You hold it against people
It's
that
still
made
a
it.
movie.
It's a boring ass film.
But it's so good.
Out of all of these, I would rather rewatch the other three than Alice in Wonderland.
I was actually like pissed off and bored at Pete's Dragon, so Pete's Dragon's gotta go.
Because the thing is, like, okay, so I'm gonna be real. I've only seen 2 of these, Jungle Book and Alice in Wonderland, but I really did not like Alice in Wonderland. But like Jungle Book, to me personally, I thought was good up until King Louis started singing. It was like, and that's when you took me out the fucking movie. When King Louis starts, I want to be like you, because I was just like, what?
Was it any better than the animated version?
No.
Well,
were any of these better than the animated version?
Oh, hell no.
Live action movies are better than the.
So can we get rid of all of them and like bring some back from previous categories?
Just get rid of Pete's Dragon because Pete's Dragon was already actually live action, but the original was better.
Right.
So.
Right.
Like this one was just like, yo, what if we put country music every 5 minutes over weird montages? Great.
I've always, I don't like it, but I just seem to not have hated the Alice in Wonderland remake quite as much as everyone else did. I was just
no, I'm with you, Hero. I liked it. Outside of the last 5 minutes. That dance scene can just go away.
Dance scene. Maybe I repressed some memories from this movie, but
you may have.
Mad Hatter starts stop blocking like a freaking out of nowhere.
It was the entire thing the movie had been building to. He needs this. This must happen. It's going to happen. It's going to be great. And then we got that, and I just wanted Alice to slay the thing again.
I don't remember her slaying a thing.
We might have to get back to this next time for the podcast.
Yeah. So I think that's a good idea. I think we're gonna save some of these. We'll bring everybody back.
We gotta do the holiday.
Yeah, do the holiday stuff right now.
All right.
Just because of how long, I forgot how many of these there were. So we'll also save Q&A for our next show in 2 weeks. But we do want to see what everybody got for their Christmas stuff. Real quick, just because I know we are over. Are there anyone here in the podcast that needs to get going before I?
No.
Everyone good? Okay, cool. All right, so we're taking a look at the holiday, and like we said, we'll continue our way through the ones gotta goes.
Yeah, you'll use, if you want to post what you got for Christmas or holidays, you would use hashtag SPP Holiday 2020 and holiday spelled HAULIDAY.
Yeah. By the way, Anime Guy once sent a super chat saying Alice wasn't a remake; it was a sequel.
That's fair. It can still go.
All right. So Nikki D says Hall Post 2. Sure. This is pretty much everything I got. Not included is a Sixers shirt, a Philly Union snapback, and a Union and Sixers decal. Those were post-Christmas gifts from my aunt.
All right.
Got some nice sweaters.
I see Spyro.
Spyro.
I see Spyro.
Yeah, Spyro.
Nice.
The Promise and the Dream.
Very nice.
Socks. Remington hair clipper.
And it's just funny. Like, I don't know. Like,
Gift card to Wawa.
I remember when I hated clothes.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, oh, thank goodness.
I don't have to buy those myself.
You're like,
You don't need to go shopping.
Socks. Great.
All right, Nathaniel Foga, also here with all the cool things I got for Christmas. Ooh, Crash Bandicoot art book. It's for the newest game. It's about time. Yuka and Laylee PS4 game. A safety vest, always useful.
Nice.
And looks like a mounting cage for something like a camera or.
Looks like a bike, maybe a water bottle or something.
Yeah, and like a puzzle thing. Nice.
A little wooden puzzle.
Yeah, awesome.
All right, we got PaleoSteno. Here's my
What?
favorite holiday for the podcast.
Paleo
Aw.
did better than I did because I didn't take a picture.
I
of
like
mine.
that. I like that red T-shirt.
Look at all those. Look at all those gift cards.
My cousin gave. I know. Like I got a ton from my aunts and uncles and my my mom.
Good lord, is this what it's like being an only child?
Yes. And also the Lego set was from Jax.
Moose Munch is amazing.
Yay.
Fire Emblem. What's that other one next? Oh wait, is that? Oh, that's a Kingdom Hearts game.
The world ends with you.
What is?
No, that's the world ends with you.
Oh.
What's chopping dough?
Oh, that's a pizza cutter.
Yeah, it's a pizza cutter that looks like an axe.
Oh, it's an axe with the little wheel and the blade. I love it.
Okay, so I thought that was a Kingdom Hearts game because like
It does.
It definitely looks like Sora.
That
in the
is
middle
Sora,
there.
100%.
I mean, Nomura also worked on 12.
Yeah,
right?
the world ends with you, and the world ends with you characters do appear in Kingdom Hearts games. So.
Oh.
Good lord.
Multi-crossover.
Calm down, Kingdom Hearts.
All right, we got Taylor Bow. Since it was quiet Christmas for me, got a $100 Visa gift card to use for con season, virtual, physical, whichever next year. Gotta support vendors. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Nice.
Heck yeah. On a side note, by the way, for those that do follow or maybe haven't seen yet, BabsCon did announce that their 2021 convention is already pushed back to 2022 with the same date, Easter. Obviously, that one, regardless of when we think and hope that this might clear out, it is looking like that's still going to be on the cusp of a good date. And they're like, there's no reason to have people book travel if we have a chance we're gonna cancel. So they'll be back in 2022.
So will that be like G5 ponies then for it?
Maybe.
Because G5 will be
It's
out
like
by then?
G5 gets pushed back a year. They're like, well,
No.
I think we can't come out yet. BabsCon has to happen.
Anime Guy 01.
Anime Guy 01. Here's a few things of what I took pics of: a silly T-shirt, a Spider-Man shirt, Jedi Fallen Order, SAO and Excel Word books, and a few other things I didn't get pics of. Gosh.
Excel World. Wow, I haven't heard that name in a while.
Sweet.
Nice.
Okay.
All right, we got. All right. Jory sent Ryan Blaney, Kobe, a tribute color chrome car, various gift cards, not pictured, head cap flashlight, Kronk t-shirt, 6-way spinning tool, Dodgers championship gear. Nice.
It's funny because I know exactly. So this Ryan Blaney Kobe tribute color chrome car.
Yeah.
I actually saw that live in person.
Ooh.
They ran it. It was. So they happened to be the weekend that NASCAR was out here, but obviously it was a tribute to Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
And there's Jory.
Nice. Cool hat. Nice. Wow, those decorations are really pretty. Nice.
Oh yeah.
Let's see.
There's even the second half to all this.
Second half, keeping tradition going. Christmas vacation shirt, new CD, holiday treats, and a plush I got from my mom of our dog Casey, who sadly passed away last July. Oh, I'm sorry.
Aw.
Sweet sentiment though. I like the shirt.
It's a cute
Yeah,
little.
custom plush too. That's
it's a
nice.
cute-
Yeah.
That's really cool.
All right.
Right. Thanks for sharing.
People got loaded.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, here's Nora Mermaid. Got a bunch of goodies for Christmas and Hanukkah. Some of my faves were a hand mixer, air fryer coasters, a unicorn AirPods case, some money, and more. I made cookies for Christmas, but you can't have them. Feliz Navidad, fishes.
You got an air fryer?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Fishes.
Nice.
Dude, that's really cool.
Fishes.
Oh, a Pinkie Pie stuff.
Look at
The Pinkie Pie figure, the anime girl one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Nice. Ooh, that's a cute little
Mermaids.
mat.
Do mermaids need stepping mats?
Nice.
I'm just curious.
All right, we got Brit. Here's my SPP holiday post. I got several nice things, but some of my faves were Obama's book, a popcorn popper to replace the one I broke from my wedding, the Minnie Mouse shirt, and a ton of sketchbooks from Team Andy's mom.
Woo!
Heck yeah, sketchbook.
Nice. Wow. Whoops.
Gotta draw. Gotta draw. We got, let's see, the Ferb Guy, a new Amazon Echo Gen 3, and I know the Raster will like it. Oh, why? There's sound here.
Hold on. Wait.
My thing's not plugged into that, I don't think. Is it?
We should be hearing it on our desktop.
Do you hear it?
No. Wait, go on. Oh wait,
And neither do we.
Oh no, I don't hear it.
Is this selected?
Oh,
Put
well,
it here.
Well, babe, but we hear everybody else. We should be able to hear the Twitter.
Is the tab muted?
Oh my
No.
gosh, you're right. I'm so confused. I don't know how. We'll listen to it, I promise. But I bet it has something to do. Actually,
Let me see if I look it up on your phone so you can hear it on your phone.
I got this.
We'll look into it, Ferb Guy.
Sorry.
Jermaine Universe got a lot of holiday goodies for Christmas. Wait, here's more. Got some shoes, Vans shoes. Ooh, Fire HD 10. Galactic figures. Nice. Looks like
Computer, play Try Everything.
Oh.
Try Everything by Shakira on Amazon Music.
Yeah. Yeah. Using it properly.
And some gaming haul. Avengers Watch Dogs. Battle of Bikini Bottom.
Watch jugs.
Yes. A keyboard that lights up all pretty.
Nice.
A mouse. And I think that's a microphone. It looks like a hardcore
Gnarly.
version of the Pixar lamp.
Gnarly.
No, he said it was a webcam.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that actually makes sense.
Yes, that makes sense.
Sweet.
Way to go, Paleo. Way
All
to
right.
read.
All right, I think that's
Good, good reading, Paleo.
Yeah.
All right, so that's everyone that used the good.
Yeah, let me just check notifications, make sure that I got everything.
I think we're there.
Yeah, we got it.
I think we did it. All right. Well, we went a little bit over here, but hey, it's the last podcast of the year, so why the heck not?
Sorry we couldn't get into questions.
Yeah, sorry about that. We will definitely make a lot of time for that next time, which I probably say every time, and then we go.
We never do.
Yeah.
Imagine if we got into questions, people would be like, so why is your taste so terrible?
Yeah, maybe that's a good thing we're not taking questions right now. That all being said, again, folks, this is the last podcast of 2020, a year that we're all probably happy to see in the rearview mirror. I hope that everybody is able to have a better 2021, regardless of how good your 2020 was. Yeah. And with that, have a safe new year. Yep. We'll be back in 2 weeks. I want to thank everybody that's been joining us here on the podcast for their continued entertainment. You're all always so much fun to have, and I can't wait for next year to see what kind of goofiness we can all get into. So, from the bottom of my heart, you all have a great new year, and we will see you in 2 weeks. Sarah, that will be what date? That is the 13th of January. So yeah, we will see you then. You all have, again, a safe new year. Take care of yourselves. Stay healthy.
And just a quick thank you to our super chatters, Sky Sprinter, Nashville Cats Dude 2000, Nora Mermaid, and Anime Guy 01.
All right. Well, we say good night. Goodbye to 2020. And we'll see you next year, everybody. Bye-bye.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Live
Them
long and
ponies.
prosper.